Refund the dresser, I'm dressing with a spark. Guess I'm something
You
like
rapping, bro?
ballet, cause I keep them pussies parked.
Sound like your voice. Is your voice?
Pussy, I ain't fucking
It
with you,
is.
dog. Guess I'm rolling open air, so I guess I'm going raw. Eddie Murphy money.
Man, what's going on with you, man? It's another Sunday Funday edition of the Rahm Kely Show, a.k.a. The Barbecue, a.k.a. Big Head Pete and them, a.k.a. my name is Rahm Kely, and is that a Kelly? Yes. Okay.
The Kelly.
Nah, I'm playing. This is a.k.a. The Breakfast Sandwich Club.
AKA the Breakfast
And I'm
Club
your
sandwiches.
man. I gotta hear myself. Oh, the headphones back. Boom, I'm back. And I'm your man, Rahm the God. We got your host, you know what I'm saying? We got my co-host, Angela She over here. And then we got DJ Trimvy. What's happening?
What it do?
Man, listen. Today is a very special day. We got two very important guests, man. Two very close friends of mine. We got J.A. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? I forgot. We back. Man, listen, we got comedians Jason Jamerson and Uncle Smooth, man. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, baby?
Man, listen, man. First and foremost, we gonna dive into this real quick because it's football season. I just gotta say, Jason, you the number one Lions fan of all Lions fans
This is correct.
I
didn't
ever
know that.
seen. Oh,
Okay.
you didn't
correct.
know?
Well, I'm a fan as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
No, not like y'all.
No, it's not. It's not like y'all. It's like him.
Oh, like
It's
him?
borderline delusional.
Listen,
Listen.
listen.
Everything I said happened.
It did.
You know, with the exception of us getting school. But record-wise, we made the playoffs. If it wasn't in the NFL has already said that they investigating them officials against the Seahawks and the Rams because they was getting paid off or something like that. I don't know. But we made the playoff. Like I said we would.
Man, listen.
When you say everything I said was gonna happen,
He said
I feel like-
he said when the
like-
Lions was 1-6, we're gonna have a winning record.
I said it.
It's impressive.
You know what I'm
said.
saying? He said winning record. Man, everybody was like, "You's a fool." You know what?
They
But you know
called
what?
me a madman.
A crazy man, a lunatic, even.
It's a
Well, listen, two words. Super Bowl. It's gonna happen
Next year?
In our lifetime.
Okay.
In our lifetime.
You know what I'm saying? Listen,
That's
take that.
there you go. Okay.
listen. Before
We'll take
last
that.
year, it was never gonna happen.
I mean,
in a lifetime.
I was born in '52. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I was here for the first one. For the record, I just want to say that.
oh yeah, I bring that up because like we beat the Giants and like the
Oh my
she from New York, so like every time she be trying to talk about junk about the Lions, like are we
Y'all beat
forgetting
us
about
this
what happened
year,
in
too.
Are
Y'all
we
beat us
forgetting
this
about what
year,
happened in
Now you can
1952?
live in
Right,
the
I
present
forget.
because y'all did beat us this year. So now
did
you can
beat
live
us.
in the
Man, what's
present.
good,
You don't even
Apollo?
have to look at the
quite
past
handily
game.
this year, as a matter of
quite.
fact.
Y'all did. Y'all washed us. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because we in the playoffs, so it's okay.
Man, come on, man.
Barely.
Yeah, I'm about to get watched by kids too.
I got the
Whatever.
Giants
Me
winning
too,
against the
but
Vikings.
yeah, but
Giants.
I ain't gonna tell her. I ain't gonna tell her that though.
It's cool. We'll see.
But this is my
Giants
question.
trash. Be what up though?
Oh
Would
my.
the Lions have beat the 49ers? Would it have been
Yep.
a better game?
Yep.
That would have been a way better game.
Yep.
I don't think they would have beat them.
Yep. Because here's
That's the only team I was
here's
scared
the thing,
of.
though. Here's the thing. Would we have beat them? Yep.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
We'll never know.
But here's the thing, though. We could have
Never
possibly
know.
stopped them because McCaffrey would have got scared and got hurt.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Prediction.
I
He
follow.
got scared and be like, "Oh, it's my ankle." Them boys from Detroit hitting. Okay.
he would've been done.
was hitting.
True
Okay.
grit.
And then Debo, you know what I'm saying? We could just lock him down. You know what I'm saying? And that's so crazy.
I be doing that with like if this team then this beat that. Like for Michigan, they lost to TCU and TCU got blew out. So Michigan would have super got blew out. Like if they lost 6 by at least 100.
You know,
So, it don't make sense, but it makes sense when it makes sense for
perfectly
me.
good sense. It makes perfectly good
He
sense.
said Jim Caldwell was a better coach.
That's because he was
We gonna
black.
go race or this we gonna go race.
Might as well.
I didn't say it. He said it.
Plymouth Rock
Honestly,
didn't land on.
Honestly, I don't agree.
Damn.
Really?
I don't agree.
We're not gonna
think-
talk sports. We're
I
not gonna
think he
talk
got a bad shape, but I don't think he's a better coach than
He
Dan
said
Campbell.
bad shape.
There you
He-
go.
all
I do
black
like
men,
Dan,
we
I ain't
all
gonna
got
lie.
bad shape.
Oh yeah, he got a horrible shape.
Oh, a shake. I thought he said shake.
Shake.
Oh, I thought he said like we old.
He's an old
talking
black
about
man.
name
We
Of course
all
he got
little.
bad
We
shape.
all a little.
I was
out
the
of
name
shape.
one old black man.
I'm a
that-
personal trainer, man, so I'm good. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you ain't know that?
I didn't know you was a personal
yeah,
trainer.
Man,
Yeah,
man,
man.
come on down to Jason Jamerson facilities.
Okay.
Wait, is he really is?
No,
Oh hell no, man. No, he's just light skinned. So
Hey,
listen,
hey, them light skin jokes ain't gonna work today, bro.
what you
Come
mean?
on, we all light skin here.
Oh, hey.
We got a
wait,
grade. We got a
wait,
gradient.
wait.
We got a little gradient.
I'm mid grade. I ain't like.
Oh,
skin.
come on,
said
man.
I'm
No,
mid-grade.
no,
I'm mid-grade.
You one of us,
You
bro.
brown.
He's a
He
little
one of
gradient.
us.
All right, man. Listen, man. For that don't know, Jason is a friend of the show back when this was the barbecue, when it didn't have no other name, when it wasn't Rahm Kely and the Kellyettes.
And it's
Bro, it's not that. It's not that.
It's not.
I thought it was Uncle Smooth and the nephews.
When it
You
was
know what I'm
in
saying?
its
Smooth and
infancy.
Nephews and the nieces.
That's on Tuesdays and
niece?
Thursdays.
Oh, okay, bet.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, bet.
All right, well, listen, I didn't know. Well, look, man. Jason was with us when it was Otis.
When
and
it
the
was
rest
a
of-
nighttime show.
Yeah, no.
It's a nighttime
It
show.
was a nighttime
Tuesday
show.
nights.
We was
was.
turned on
It
Tuesdays.
was a Tuesday night.
We was
Tuesday
turned on
nights.
Tuesdays.
Man.
Got
So,
the club going up.
man, so Jason, shit, that was about
a
5 years
Tuesday.
ago, man. 4 or 5 years ago. We first. Damn, that's been a long time.
Yeah.
It was me, you. I remember Chef Bullet was here for a
Yep,
second.
yep. Chef Penelope.
Penelope.
Yep.
Penelope was here.
And
Man, what up, though, P?
Cortez.
Cortez.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I gotta tell you some stuff off the camera about what happened with. Man, life is funny in a motherfucker. Oh, anyway. All right, man. So what's been happening with you with these last 5 years of comedy? I know you won an award. I think that.
Oh, yeah, that was like that. I don't count. I count it, but I don't count it because it was the year everything shut down. It was like 3 comedy shows in the world shut down. And
LeBron
What was the
counts his-
award?
Hold
What was the award?
Hold on. Does LeBron's boat championship count? Or
No.
I don't count it.
Absolutely.
He counted it.
Absolutely.
He
But a
counted
lot of
it.
people say it don't.
A win is a win.
It's an
No.
asterisk.
A win is a
It's
win.
an asterisk.
It's
It's
an
an
asterisk
asterisk win.
A
But I'm
win
not
is a
saying
win.
that one was an asterisk win.
Okay, so tell people about your bubble championship, man. What happened?
Man. So what happened was, there was like 5 comedy shows, and then the world shut down, and I was on. So
Comic of the year.
the rest of the world saw it. I won not Michigan Chronicles,
The Metro Times.
Metro Times, yeah, Metro Times, best comedian. In
That count.
Right, a win is a win.
That for sure
A win
counts.
is a win.
Resume. What you talking about?
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
that
saying.
shoot.
Are you
the-
not
say
gonna
what
put
year
it on
it
there?
the record shows I won, but
But the bubble, like they excluded certain players and certain teams. Yours, it was just the players and teams would have to exclude themselves. Like if I don't want to go out because I'm scared, you know what I'm saying? So, but the bubble, like the
I didn't
players
go
weren't
out 'cause
allowed
I
to
was
play.
scared. I went out before I did that show. I put shit together that show at the Redford Theater, and I did like 2
That was
other shows.
That was
You were still up against. All
I think it's because I was on the news when I was promoting that show. People, oh hey, that name sounds familiar, and they just marked me down as.
little do y'all know that Jason Jamerson is probably like the soldier boy of Detroit comedy. He's the first
word.
one that did the Redford Theater. You know what I'm
word.
saying? I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not saying. Listen.
Soldier.
I'm not
the one to say it.
Listen, I'm not the one to say it. I'm not the one to say it. You know what I'm saying? But I heard that you know what I'm saying. You did it not one,
Not
but,
once.
but not twice.
I did it twice.
You did
It
it
was
twice.
twice.
Oh, okay. It's be a third time.
It was supposed to be a third
And then
time.
the world shut down.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So I did it first. I did it one time. Then I took a year off because of the whole production side of it.
How was that experience though? Putting on a big ass show like that.
When I did it myself, it was much more enjoyable than when I hired somebody else because I'm over here worrying about if they doing their job right, and then they didn't do the job right, and we didn't have a big turnout. But when I did it myself and I just went out, man, when I tell you that was just a blessing on blessings. Like
Look at God.
I literally, that's what made me quit LA Fitness. I was there at LA Fitness and I had like a day where I did not want to be there because I had to take my daughter and do a bunch of stuff, and I was looking for sponsors for that show. I decided I was gonna go out myself and find sponsors, and I had a meeting with this dude the day that they had actually sent me home from LA Fitness, and they was like, "You need to go and think about what you want to do here."
Wait a minute.
And I was like,
Wait a minute. They sent you home from the gym?
yeah, they sent me home.
Wait, so you were training for LA Fitness?
Yeah, so
I mean, did
I
you
was
look
a personal
bloated or
trainer.
something that day?
No.
Were you bloated? or-
No, I swear I knew he looked familiar when I got in the comedy game. I'm like, this dude look familiar, man. It's one of them trainer dudes, man.
Yeah, no. So I was a personal training director at the LA Fitness in Southfield, meaning I was a trainer, but I was a manager over all the trainers. And they tried to put me on a conference call at like a time before I was supposed to be there. It was their way of micromanaging. And I was like, nah, I'll be there at the time I'm supposed to be here. I'll be there at 9. So no, you got to be there at 8:45. I'll be there at 9. So I got there at 9, and they wouldn't let me alone. And my boss called me with his boss, which is like the regional vice president with the, I don't know, Mr. LA Fitness himself, Lewis Allen Fit. They all called me on Skull. He,
Is that his name?
he asked me.
Listen,
I believe
okay,
you,
okay.
for real. I believe you. Okay.
But no, they called me and asked that one question that you should never ask a disgruntled employee, which was, "Do you still want to be here?"
No.
Hell no.
In my head, the answer was no, but I just said an answer to get them to send me home. And so I went to this meeting with this dude to see if he wanted to sponsor my show. I gave him the whole spiel of it, told him everything. Like, oh, yeah, it's a comedy show, rep for theater. I did it last year. I done brought out numbers, the metrics and whatnot. I didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, yeah, our percentage of growth market from the last few
GDP.
years. Right. The DDP and the
Cost
ATM.
of tea in China.
Right. And so he was like, so when I sponsor you, that means I give you money and I don't get no money back. I was like, yeah, but you get exposure and a wing basket. And he was like,
Exposure in the wing basket.
he was like, nah, I ain't interested in no exposure. I'm doing pretty well off. And he asked me how much it cost to put a show together. I was like, include marketing around $10,000. He was like, let's do it. I'll pay for it. You just
Got him with the wings.
give me the money back on the back end.
It was the wings.
And so
wings.
yeah.
It was the
we
wings.
did. It was the wings. It was the wings.
Facts.
The wings. That was before the
That's
show.
how you do that.
And I went to work the next day, and I was like, "Yeah, I ain't coming back no more. I'm only here to grab my gym bag that I left before I left yesterday."
Wait, so the back end, so he didn't get any exposure. So it was like a loan basically.
Basically, and then we really split the even regardless how much he gave me. It was like we just split the money we get back. And before the world shut down, he was like, "Man, even though we didn't make as much money as I thought, I see the process and I see the potential." And he was trying to line up like a whole string of shows to like Flint and Chicago and Indiana, and then
the world show.
COVID's old fuck yourself decided to show up.
COVID.
Man, COVID show was a funky foothold.
Dude,
man.
that's little man. When I
Rona.
tell you, quitting LA Fitness opened so many doors, and then COVID just came and slammed them in my
Shut all
face.
them
I was supposed to open for Lonnie Love. She was supposed to come here. I was supposed to open for her. I had met. I don't know if you guys know Barry Brewer is, but
Hell yeah, fire.
Yeah,
I don't know him yet, but I will.
He was like, man, next time you come to LA, you can do some all this other stuff. I'm like, bet.
I'm on my way to LA. Let me book my ticket.
And then freaking COVID came, and
Okay,
I
so
sat in the
look,
house for forever.
I gotta ask you something because you a personal trainer. And I've been wanting to ask you this for years, but I didn't know how to phrase it. So when I go to
What
the
do you think
gym,
about my bicep?
no.
I'm like, where you going with this, man?
Nah. When I go, see, I don't understand treadmill logic. Okay, I don't. Okay, for example, okay, you ever seen them chunky Caucasian women that be running on the treadmill all day and they just be running, but they can't outrun shit out in the streets. But on the treadmill, I can't catch up to the bitch. Like I can't run, but they just be running and don't even sweat. Like, have you ever seen that?
I've seen. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all got 2 free game questions when it comes to fitness. After that, y'all got to stop paying.
Okay.
Oh, man. All right, bet. Two apiece?
No, two, as a unit.
Oh,
y'all got
okay.
two,
Come
y'all
on,
got
man.
2
All
questions.
right, bet.
Let's huddle up after this one.
Okay, huddle up.
Huddle up.
Because this one right here ain't that good, man. Come on.
Okay,
Come on, starting now.
Okay, bad combo.
After this question, y'all got 2 more. Then after that, y'all got to pay me. No, never mind.
Yeah, say that.
Okay, never mind.
I got one.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Wait, he got to answer the first one.
It's gonna be.
I vote that we use one of ours on Chris's.
I think Chris is good. I think Chris is gonna have a good one.
But he didn't even get a chance to
me too.
acknowledge your question.
Yeah, the first question, the first free
Oh, don't worry about it. That. Was
playing
just,
treadmill
Oh
logic.
my.
I didn't
that
get the
was
question
mine.
fully.
okay.
Well, how does
I think
how
he
do
was trying-
treadmills work?
I think he was trying to say like
why
how they
green
can run
button?
fast on
Yeah,
the
how can they
treadmill, but they
yeah.
can't run fast.
But they
off the
can't
treadmill.
outrun.
Why
me.
don't white women sweat when they wait?
Oh my.
He did layer that question quite a bit.
Yeah, I did. Don't even worry about it. I didn't know how to phrase
Answer to
it.
the best of your.
Okay, but Chris, go ahead, ask him a gym question.
Yeah, what's with old man then showed up to the gym in polo shirts?
It's comfortable.
Polo, you know
It's
what?
comfortable. I ain't gonna hold you up. Like I used to say that all the time, and I seen dudes come in there dressed like they about to play golf, and they
Aren't
in
they
there
rather
lifting
sweat
weight.
absorbent though?
Zoom call.
A nice
They might have a
cotton
Zoom
shirt.
call on the
Sometimes they are.
treadmill.
They're like
Oh, right.
dry fit material.
Neither one should count for his expertise. For
Travis over here know some stuff. y'all over here.
I got a real question.
But it's comfortable. I worked out. I was supposed to be on break. I forgot my gym stuff, and I was working out. I was like, "Yo, I understand it now." Like,
enough.
polos are comfortable. Gets the sweat off the back of your neck.
Nah, not for the big fella.
Collar all the way up there.
My collar going crazy. If I got the polo on my button, you look around.
It make your collar a little
Sweat
flimsy once you
stains in all
start
the wrong
sweating.
spots. Like, nah, gang. No polos for me.
nah, but All right, how do you like? What are you? He's training in a bad way. Like, what are you actually doing if you're like over them?
So
Nah, that ain't how you tell them to do it. Like,
Work harder.
Well, there's that, making sure they doing stuff that's
so
not
you
gonna
just
put
being
nobody
over
at risk.
on a treadmill, just watching them, like faking like you're not there, and just like looking at them train.
Nah, really, my
Jason,
job
I can
was,
answer this one. Being a fat
Oh
boy,
my God.
my whole life. First of all, what they do is they try to make you throw up. They try to break your will day one.
No, but I'm talking about him observing other trainers train.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean that's what a bad trainer does.
Okay.
We talk about that now.
All right.
But no, really, it was based off of what their clients would do. So if their clients weren't happy, everybody gotta have somebody to report to. So if your client's not happy, they'll come to me and be like, hey, you know, he had me doing X, Y, Z. I told him my knee was hurting. He still made me do 1,000 squats and lunges, and now my knee hurts even more. Or I've been training with him for 3 months. I haven't seen no change. I asked him about nutrition, and he won't give me no real answer about nutrition or anything.
But it's no
like that.
spying on them and be like,
No, I don't spy on unless there's somebody who told me like, yeah, he's a little handsy when he trains.
A little
And then I
When you do the squat.
right, when you
Yeah.
do it,
just get in there in your glutes.
like he was spotting me on the elliptical, and I don't think that's
I'm just run with you.
right.
Nope.
This
Nope.
is where my lack of gym knowledge was understood.
That's the one with the arm.
An elliptical. Oh,
Oh man!
I swear by that elliptical.
Now I can laugh. Now I can laugh.
I swear by that
my
elliptical,
God.
man. I don't care. That don't work.
So okay, so Jason, how long you been doing comedy for the people that don't know?
I'm going on 10 years. I ain't even realize that.
Clapping that.
That's what's up. 10 years.
I realized that until last night. I did a show with Melanie Hearn. Shout out to Melanie
to
Hearn,
Melanie.
and that was
Man,
her
future goat.
Hey.
Future goat.
Yeah, last night happened to be her 8-year comedy anniversary. I'm
Brr,
like,
brr.
I was, hey, that means I've been doing it because I've been doing it 2 years since before.
Y'all wait the same day? Like not.
Nah, mine is in May.
Oh, shit.
my comedy anniversary in May. But I have 2 anniversaries. I got when I actually started and stepped on stage, and then I'm not delusional, so I also count when I actually started getting funny too. So I ain't one of them dudes who's like, oh yeah, I was funny off top. I ain't never bombed. Like, nah, I did.
I thought you were gonna say like when you started going consistent.
y'all-
So how did you measure when you started getting funny? Like,
Good question.
So I started getting consistent when I started doing that show at Snookers. I
was gonna go there.
no, but
yeah.
like what was that second date
Southfield?
based on?
Yeah, no, it was based on the consistency and me actually getting funny kind of coincided because it's like me doing this open mic like once every 2 weeks wasn't really doing much for me. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't getting funny. But once I found some way I could balance that was work plus having a family and all that stuff. And that was when I started my own show.
But you picked one. So when you started one show, because you picked one day. So when did you go starting now?
Yeah, so I was like, Wednesday, I'm gonna start hosting the
Did
show.
you get a session and you were like, now I'm funny?
Yeah, now.
No,
Today's my first day in comedy for real. For real.
I'm gonna tell you when
Did
it
you get
was.
a cosign from somebody?
I did get a few cosigns, but
Okay.
then I also started getting asked by people who weren't comedians who saw me do comedy,
There you go.
Okay,
do comedy at
okay.
their place, and they was like, "Hey, I got this much money for you," or "How much do you charge?" I was like, "Oh," when they start asking me how much do I charge instead of just saying, "I got $50 for you."
So is your 10 years your real your
10
fake
years
one or
is
your
my,
standing ovation?
like 10 years is my real one. Like the day I started doing comedy is 10 years in May.
10 years
Well,
man.
shout out to
That's what should count, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. My situation is kind of similar.
What's your situation? I was gonna tell you.
No, I was just saying. Like I feel like as a comedian, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel what he's saying.
So okay, so we got the season vet 10 years in,
Yeah.
and then we got last year's self-proclaimed the rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying?
But it's mine. I'm
Matter
taking
of
that.
fact,
I gotta have it.
Listen,
I don't know. I mean,
I like
you
how
know.
you turn to Jason like, and, it's definitely self-proclaimed. Don't hit me.
Listen, no, look.
What's the title though?
Because ain't nobody giving fuck.
Rookie of the year, rookie
of the
Like,
year.
Rookie of the
like
year.
first of all, seasoned comedians don't care about a rookie. So this
Yeah.
rookie of the year is like,
You know, you'd be surprised.
They do, but they
You'd be
don't.
surprised.
Yeah, they don't.
Everybody always watching.
it take a long time to
Everybody
get
always
comedians to be like, all right, he all right.
But that's not being proclaimed anybody. So I feel like it's got to be self-proclaimed until it's not, and then
Yeah.
it could be proclaimed
Facts.
regular
And it's
style.
not even necessarily the fact that we ain't paying attention. There's so many people who start comedy, do it for a year, and then just stop.
Yeah.
They for 2 years and stop. So that's why a lot of the vets be like, oh yeah, until they doing like 3-4 years. Some even say 5 years. They don't even consider you. a
Yeah,
comedian.
some say 7, bro. A lot
Yeah.
say
I
I mean, I
7,
think it
Wait.
just depends on like what you're doing. Because like the freshman cover, some sometimes those dudes are not, like been for a couple years, but it's when you finally start to get traction. So like if it's a true rookie, it's just based on
Yeah.
Like it's just if you're a true rookie, like if you're a true rookie, you're 1 year for real.
Yeah, well, like, see, I started right before the pandemic, so like I got up like February 26th.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, because I did like two weeks back to back at Punchline, right? Then the pandemic hit, like March, whatever.
Yeah.
So I ain't do nothing but some virtual shows, and I ain't really count them. You know what I mean?
I think it should just be double XL style.
You know what I'm saying?
They
The
count,
virtual
but
shows
they
was
suck.
they was trash,
Yeah,
right?
They
So
suck,
like,
but they count.
yeah, so I had like maybe 2 virtual shows during the pandemic. Didn't do nothing. When it worked back up, like then I started turning up. Like I'm going every day. I'm every day with it. So that was like November. You know what I'm saying? Of like 21. If that makes sense. So I was just, but I
it's
did
still
do
freshman
2,
class.
yeah, a
It's
couple
still-
stages for sure.
It's still freshman class.
So I count my year after the pandemic. You feel me? Because them 2 little, I did kill it though. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I killed that line, but I did one for like Simply Chanel outside.
Oh, did you bomb?
Oh, bomb. What you mean?
Listen.
I was Saddam Hussein in that motherfucker.
You know what? Hold on.
It was
This is
terrible.
what I'm talking about. You know what?
Terrible.
I love the honesty.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hate them people who like, I ain't never bombed.
Oh,
because I had
no.
one comedian in here. I'm not gonna say who.
Say the name, please.
No.
We gotta know. Come on, we
No.
comedians.
I probably already know who it
Who
is.
said they ain't never bombed?
Nope.
Who was it? I just can't remember it.
No.
I would say.
He had a ball. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
He had a ball.
He had a
ball?
ball.
A crystal one.
A crystal ball.
Oh, his name. Oh, Crystal Ball. Chris.
Oh no! Hey, he bombed.
Hey,
I've never seen him not bomb. And Crystal Ball's my guy.
This
Crystal
is
Ball-
exclusively
this is
bomb.
what
Crystal
you
Ball's
were
my.
trying
Yeah, that's
to
all he
avoid.
does is bomb.
Here we are.
You know I ain't lying. I done seen him bomb everywhere. He done seen him bomb the punchline.
Listen, we
the
all
House of
bomb.
Comedy.
Listen,
What it is a
That's my guy.
mindset. It's a mind because
It's
if
a
you just
mindset.
don't.
Listen.
No, it's not. When the crowd is silent on every punch for the whole show, bomb. When it start dropping like.
That's when it started
Cause I
dropping.
sweat from the jump, you know what I'm saying? Like, but,
Ain't know what big dudes do sweat. I seen with the
It's
towel
what it
out
is.
there. I
Oh
seen with the
my
towel.
God.
Whatever he
that's just energy I'm exuding. You know what I'm
what?
saying?
You know what though?
Aw, man.
Nah, but for real though, you not one of those big guys who look like Faison Love, but you're not that big though.
Yeah.
Number one, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I
but
don't-
you
you
like
know,
a
we
high
don't know
energy
that.
type of heavy D type dude because
There
you
you
don't
go.
dance. But if you
Oh, no, I
wanted to,
dance.
I could tell that you could.
Oh no, I dance. It's just
No,
I
no,
pick
for
I
real.
pick and choose when I dance. Like in like bars, I go dance for like 10 people. But if it's the crowd, I'm dancing.
That's
Oh, I'm
Same
dancing.
two-step
Okay,
with a
so
little.
you described your comedy.
I would like.
And whose uncle are you? Because you 12.
Oh my.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm old, bro. And I look, you know what I mean? So I like I call it exactly. I'm
34.
blessed.
Wait, how old
I'm
are you?
blessed. 38.
Oh damn.
I don't have.
You feel me? But
Well,
like
you have
people, but like people think I'm 29, so I be having like comedians I'm older than
How old are you?
giving me game. Like,
said
bro,
38.
38, bro.
I could call you a young buck.
Come on, that's between us though. That's between us and the show.
Okay, yeah,
you know
okay,
what I'm saying?
okay, fair enough.
I'm 29 till I'm 40, my G.
Between us and
My
the bogus.
God.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's,
fair
that's between us and there. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like so I go by that because I cater to the young people.
Okay.
Even with my music, because I rap too.
Okay.
I do a lot of other stuff. So I've been Uncle Smooth, and it's like
Okay.
I was going by my government, which is the best. And then my pops had died like right when I was starting.
Oh, my condolences.
Thank you. It's all good. But you know, they call him Uncle Russ. So I'm like, man, I'm going back to Uncle, bro. Like, I'm Uncle. So after he passed, I did like a couple shows as Brandon Bayless. And then after he passed, Uncle Smooth from here on out.
I got a
that's
question
what's-
about the names though. You did Mike Larry's. So I seen a recent flyer with Mike Larry's, and like it seems like if you're a black comedian and you do pretty much mostly the black rooms, then you're more likely to have like a nickname. And if you do like both, or if you do white rooms, it seems like you use your name.
I don't know.
And like
Down
I
River
seen,
Diva?
yeah, exactly. So I seen the most recent flyer, and I seen Stephanie on there, and it was her name was Down River Diva on there. So I was wondering like, in the class, do you guys talk about that and like how? Because like
Never. Like, and
She's
actually,
right.
my area was like talk about it. Because, like, Uncle Smooth was my rap name.
yeah.
So I'm like, before I started the class, I'm like, what should I go by, bro? Because I was cool with him before the class. Like, Brandon Bayless, man, what you talking? Don't go with Uncle Smooth. That's stupid.
Because I was thinking like I was thinking he was saying like you need a nickname like
No,
type of
hell
thing.
no,
Because
hell
the fact
no.
that Stephanie's on there as Down River Diva and everybody's got a
She's
nickname.
always been
Right.
Down River.
Yeah, but
Diva.
I feel as her
Stephanie
name
Ann.
usually.
So
Down River
you know what I'm
Diva.
saying?
Yeah. It seems like black comedians who are more exclusively black rooms, they have a nickname.
And I hate that because I do work white rooms. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I be making white people laugh like a motherfucker. So it's like I go by that shit because it resonates with me and what I've been doing. And even like I cover basketball. So all the young dogs in the gym, what's up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just me. You know what I mean? But I do feel that, and I'm like, man, should I be Brandon Bayless? You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they got a little ring to it. And it's me, but I'm just rocking with how I vibe. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, but nobody's telling nobody to pick your name.
That's why I was wondering. I was like, I thought there was a session in the class when he was saying you need a name.
No, that's why
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, no, it ain't like that. And
Not the
then
Avengers.
I done had a bunch of OGs tell me like, I hate that name, Uncle Smooth. You ain't no uncle. You too young. I'm 38 though. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I just turned 38, but it was like, you know, like Coco hate my name. Coco told me like, change that name. What's your real name? I'm like Brandon Bailey. She's like, oh, that's not that's a name.
That's a name.
I can see that on the marquee.
They do
I hate the Uncle Smooth. I'm like,
a ring to it, but shit. If
it's
you
like, I'll
Uncle
get
Smooth,
there,
you
bro.
Uncle
Like if
Smooth.
it get to that point where I gotta change it, you know, whatever, I'll do it. But I'm having fun right now, bro.
I never wanted to give myself a nickname. Like it would cause me to
J.A.
I didn't give myself that.
And you know what? I ain't give myself Uncle
Jesus
Smooth either. Like
apparatus.
everybody called me Smooth since like middle school.
But you
So,
got to
like-
tell the promoter, you got to tell the host every time what your name is, so you make the decision to go by the
Well,
nickname.
they be
or not.
booking me, so like you know what I'm saying. When they book, they
That's a
already
flex.
know.
He tried to say it, and that's
Yeah,
a flex.
That's a baby flex.
I mean, hey,
I mean, they be booking me as
listen,
I mean, so like I don't really go through it like that. And it's like as people like know as a name, like people just call me Smooth since like for real middle school. So to be Brandon is kind of weird. People don't call me Brandon.
I'm gonna have to call you Brandon.
Yeah, I mean I'm cool with it, but it's like
Yeah,
I might not turn around at first. Like you ain't talking to me.
He even forgot his name.
Rahm, you ain't never think of no nickname because you a rapper too. So then I don't know if you never like
Man,
did comedy with a nickname.
Nah, nope. I actually thought
R
about
Dog.
Well, actually, my
RKO.
R. Kelly. Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That
I
really
ain't
is his
see
name.
that. I ain't see that, bro. Did you see? Y'all might been seeing that.
I mean, the name's up for grabs at this point. I
Kelly
feel like
Kelly.
This is alias.
He says up for grabs.
This ain't my government name. Rahm Kelly's not my government.
Oh, word? I ain't know that.
Yeah, Rahm Kelly's not my government.
The rhyme stand for something?
Uh,
Is it an acronym type? Of
nah, just my name. And I'm I mean, when I was, nah,
I don't trust niggas who use real names as a name, like who make a nickname like my name
my
is
name is
Smith.
Ramen,
Like,
but my
you-
boys call me Rahm.
Ramen. Oh, like
well, that's
noodles.
a sort of your name.
Yeah, but
then.
spelled different. But yeah,
I
yeah,
got
but
it.
Rahm. Yeah.
Well, that's I guess.
Oh, Ryan
Is Kelly part of it or?
Nah, Kelly was actually I was a rapper. And
it's a
I was
witness
like,
protection
nah,
type shit.
nah, for real. I was an MC and
I was
a
on
huge
Kelly
R.
and I
Kelly
was
fan.
serving drugs. You know what I'm saying?
And like in the studio, I would redo one song. So it was Rahm, and then it was something else, and then it was like Rahm Kelly. 'Cause it was like, who you think you are, the Rahm Kelly? And I was like, yeah. And then I was in a battle rap, and I was like, something Rahm Kelly, the mic molester, and everyone was like, oh. And so
I don't like when
I.
I find out somebody I've been knowing for a minute. That's not their name.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel
It
like
made me
I
question
feel like
everything.
I've been lying to y'all.
Well, it made me side eye you.
Don't side eye
knew,
me.
though.
Shayla knew.
You know, but I don't.
How did you
I've been
not
on this
know?
show for I don't know how long. I thought your name was Rahm Kelly.
Your
dog.
last name ain't Kelly, bro?
Not at all.
Oh, man.
That's a last name, dog.
Crazy, bro.
At least if it was something that sounded like a nickname, like that sounds like a name.
Yeah, you know what? And it's crazy because
I feel deceived.
like I'm too old to have a nickname like this because it's really not my name.
Wait, and when I
It's not
said
real.
did you think about going on stage with a nickname? You said no,
And
dog.
then I
You a
said
liar,
no,
dog.
and then I said, wait a minute, because I forgot. I said no. Listen, and then I caught myself. You heard
Here's a
me.
nickname.
Hold on, come on, Shayla, have my back.
I heard you. I was
I was trying to catch myself, and then I was like, oh shit,
did.
wait a minute, this is not my government.
Yeah.
So 10 years in, you already sweat. Do you want a napkin? Sir?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good,
Okay,
bro. I'm
okay.
good. Just
Okay.
to Remy do that.
the
bro.
light.
That's the Remy.
It's the light.
Oh shit, we're the
Remy.
Remy system.
Ain't no
Ain't no
telling. I
okay.
swear on my never mind.
I don't know if you remember this question, Jason, but I asked all the comedians that come through. Have
What's
you
your
ever
favorite
gotten
color?
booed? Or have you ever got the straight face? Or if you have gotten booed, or what's worse, the boo or the straight face?
I've gotten booed once. It was
Shut
at Mandy's on the east side. It was like my
okay.
second year
That's
in
different.
comedy. So it was,
Oh, I heard about Mandy's.
yeah, Mandy's was rough. It wasn't like a collective boo. It was one person just yelled out,
hell
boo!
no. Hell no.
Yes,
That's a
fucking
booed. You ain't get booed.
Oh, no.
It counted
one
because
boo.
it distracted me enough to just. Larry just was like, "Hey, just come down." Because I was like, "Who said that?" I took it personal. Who said it? Who said that?
shit?
Who was it? You? Was it you? And Mike Larry was just like, "Yeah, just come down." And Josh told me not to go there too.
What's worse?
Josh Adams told me he was like, "Hey
That was
man,
good game.
he said I don't want that for you. Don't go there."
What's worse, like a boo immediately after the punchline, or like a little pause and then a boo, like after the punchline?
I would have to say a pause because if because one, you
Hold on, nigga.
one, you thought that it was gonna laugh in the first place. You just knew that was gonna cause a laugh break, like,
And you waiting for it.
and Starbucks. Boo! Nobody.
Damn.
So did Mandy's give you a gap between the punch and the boo, or was it just immediate boo?
No, this is immediate boo. 'Cause at the time, like I said, Josh said it best. He said, like, I wasn't ready for that because I started doing comedy in white rooms for the most part. Like, I did my first year was on Laugh Tracks out in Novi, Joey's Comedy Club, like those open mics.
Laugh, you got your start out there too?
Yeah, I live around the corner. Like literally around
And
the
I was up the street and we ain't know each other.
Yeah, I was on
Down the way. I was
right
down the
on-
way.
I lived on Pontiac
Pontiac
Trail
Trail?
and Beck Road.
Okay.
Man, so I was like, shoot, this right there. I might as well. So I was up there almost every day. And, you know, my jokes sounded like I was reading them off a piece of paper every time. And, you know, you can't do that in urban rooms. Like the white rooms, they like
Way
They gonna
different.
follow you line word by word.
Way
because it sounds more structured that
Yeah.
way. And black people don't want you to tell a joke that sounds like a joke. They want you to tell a joke that sounds like you're just making it up on top of your head.
Yeah.
You know, so I go there and I'm just like, all right, white people, am I right? And they just, and next thing I know, you know, boo. I switched up real quick, but I had no joke to go with. I was like, all right, who said that? Who said it?
I got
It was-
booed that punchline, y'all.
Oh man.
How
How do you get booed at
This is my question. Did you go too dark?
No.
Okay.
Listen, I'm about to tell you what happened.
Or sus.
Okay. What happened was, I forgot what song was on before. The last comedian had a Detroit song. I forget who it was. Maybe Rock Bottom. So then I came out to KD, you know what I'm saying? Doom, doom, doom. And like the motherfucking crowd was hyped. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know what it was.
You might get
Boogie
shot.
had just said something about Southfield people. You know what I'm saying? So then I came out to the Detroit song, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm from Southfield, man.
That don't count.
No, the nigga said, boo!
But punchline in Southfield.
That's what I'm saying. They said, I said, wait a minute.
Immediately.
But that don't count as a joke boo. I feel like that counts as like
A boo
this
is a
nigga
boo
right
when you
here
on
boo.
stage.
But I feel like they're still gonna listen to you.
Yeah,
That could
was-
knock
that-
knock somebody off.
But that wasn't that wasn't
that
a,
wasn't even your material.
yeah. They were still gonna listen to you
Okay,
after
so
that. They
that'll
weren't
count?
done with
No, that count.
He's
No,
like,
that-
oh,
Hold on, wait
Did they boo?
a minute, wait a minute. The light skinned dude say that shit counts.
I say that's like a fuck you this nigga right here, but that's not like a, oh, we don't want to hear you.
What happened after that?
Yeah,
What happened?
exactly.
Was they messing with any of your jokes?
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
You just want to participate.
yeah,
No, I'm just saying that count as a boo because I was worried.
Not a real boo.
not a real
real
boo.
boo.
Like, you wasn't tuning your set and they wasn't sick of you.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like,
That was just
we've
a fuck boy. Like,
heard
this was
enough.
Southfield, boo.
Get out of
Outta
here,
here.
12 Mile.
Yeah.
So you done did comedy 10 years. You done traveled. I know that. Brandon, have you done traveled yet?
Yeah, man. I for sure travel. I went to Lima, Ohio first. All through Michigan.
You
Like,
know what? That's just, I'm about to be real.
Yeah.
I live in Toledo.
Word.
Lima, Ohio is pretty much like.
Pontiac. That's what
Yep.
that's what I
You know
say.
what I'm saying?
Pontiac.
Yeah.
It was Pontiac,
Yeah.
bro. It was. I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
like a couple white people sprinkled in
Nah,
there.
it was never. It was never.
Pontiac.
It was
Flint.
never.
That was Beecher for real. It was Beecher.
Okay.
So it was like, that was cool, but it was seemed like, you know what I'm saying, that was a tad bit, but it was like, they laughed harder out of town, bro. Like, even in Grand Rapids, Muskegon, I did Houston, and I did LA.
Houston?
Yeah, Houston was straight.
Okay, you was
Houston
out
was
there with
straight.
Jay Prince and them people.
Not really. I did like a black tie gala affair. You know what I'm saying? So I had a
Gala?
suit on, a gala. I don't know. I don't know.
Gala?
A gala or a gala?
I never been in neither one
It
of
was
them.
like $250 a
Never
plate.
did it.
It was $250 a plate. I said, what?
Damn.
50 a plate.
And the food was nasty.
How much they pay you if they charge $250 a plate?
Well, you know what I mean? You know, I got my flight, everything.
I did well.
200. That was, you know what I'm saying? But I
Hold on,
I
but-
take 200 in the flight
I'm
and
about to
the
say,
hotel. That's straight.
The food
Wait, did you get a
costs
plate?
more
Did you
than
get a plate?
Hold on.
Did you get one of them plates?
The
I got
plate
two
costs
plates.
more
Oh,
than
bet.
It was
Oh,
trash.
that's $5.
Oh, hell no.
You feel me? It
So
was
I got
trash.
two and it was
Yeah,
trash.
so 200 plus my 2 plates. That's 500. You right.
All right,
That's
all
500.
right,
That's
all right.
750.
It all balanced. It all balanced itself
Technically.
out.
But nah, yeah,
And they flew
like
you out.
out of town, I feel like they for sure flew me out. Out of town to me is easier because Detroit is so difficult, and I
Have you
really
been to
didn't.
New York yet?
I've been New York, but
Jason? Have you
I've not been to New York
on some
yet.
rap shit I've been, but not on some
I've
comedy
been
shit.
to New York yet.
And I want to hit New York for sure.
New York,
Yeah.
to me, last time I went, New York is weird because the white
Rude.
crowds is like the black rooms here. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, it's like, okay,
Yeah, how so, bro?
make me
Explain.
laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
like.
But they listen though. Black folks here ain't
It
listening,
ain't no
bro. You gotta
participation
be-
trophies out there. It ain't like the white rooms here where they give you participation trophies.
Oh no, you got
yeah,
you got to
out there you got to be funny.
You got to bring.
But
if you funny, so I heard this analogy. Josh Adams gave this analogy one time, and it rings true. In my experience, it rings true. He said Detroit is Crip time. When you win Detroit, everybody funny in Detroit. Like how Superman was on Crip, you just a regular person.
Yeah.
But as soon as you leave Detroit, it's like Superman going to Earth, and you in front of that yellow sun, and you just funniest person. You top 3 funniest person in the room. If you're ready.
You know what?
And that has been my experience.
That's very factual.
You be
Yeah.
killing like just be like they laugh at everything.
I did
Every
a show,
every joke.
I did a show in L.A. and I don't know just because maybe
LA?
Yeah, it was technically it was Long Beach, but it was a Laugh Factory in Long Beach.
That matters.
And
LBC.
it was like 3 internet dudes. Doughboy from Wild 'N Out hosted it, and then what's her name? Kamara White was the headliner. So Doughboy went up there. You know, they don't know who I am. I don't got no followers on social media, so it's like, oh yeah, you gonna go first because the person who's supposed to do a guest spot didn't show up. So
That's perfect though.
Doughboy goes. I love going first. I love setting the tone, especially when they ain't never seen me before. I'm like, y'all either gonna ride this wave or you gonna drown. I'm about to cannonball in here. And so Doughboy went up on stage. He was just like basically phoning in his performance at the beginning or whatever. He's sitting down. He wasn't moving or nothing. And so I went up there and I did my regular that I do here, with the exception of like because they only gave me like 7 minutes. With the exception of everybody got a joke about Spirit Line. So I flew here. I was like, no, I literally flew here. I was flying the plane or whatever. And they went bananas, changed the whole energy of the show. And after the show, all them people, Doughboy, they went to Doughboy to take a picture, but they came to ask questions.
Damn.
Because, Doughboy, he's wilding out and everything, whatever.
Yeah.
But, and same with one of the dudes. They was all cool, though. What's his name? Tyrese Spivey or something like that. They went up there to take a picture, but they came to me to ask me questions like, where are you? Are you really from Detroit? Are you doing
Are you really from Detroit?
What's your social media? I need to know. And so, like, it's a totally different energy. If you're funny here, you hilarious everywhere else.
Man, and if I could just say something about that, bro, that's exactly how
No,
my
you can't.
situation
Next
was.
one. No,
You got to be 10 years in for that.
Man,
no, go ahead.
come on, man. I got my LA story too, man.
Okay, Rook, man, go
So
ahead.
look, man, I go out to LA, right, with Mike Larry. I hit a show, right, off somebody I knew. Somebody was at Punchline I got cool with, you know what I'm saying? So hit that show, but I ain't do nothing the rest of the trip for real. And like the day before the last day, we went to the comedy store. So I know I ain't getting up at the comedy store, you know what I'm saying? And then I got in there, old girl liked my look, and she was like, you know what? You're my cold opener. Go up right now. I'm like, all right, babe, give me like 20 seconds. She was like, no, right
You
now.
had a fade in your beard.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, fade was, I was crispy. I was crispy, I had my little lace front beard on, so I was Gucci. You know what I'm saying? But I went up there, like you said, first, like the cold opener, and murder, act like I was hosting, and had we was in the belly room, but I had that boy rocking, bro, and I'm like, oh shit, like, it's easy, bro.
Bro, you
They laughing at, I'm talking about every punchline. They laughing through my premise. They like going crazy, and like it was all them old like Comic View comedians who I fucking love because I grew up on Comic View. So like they was showing me love. It was like one of the best nights of my life, bro.
Dude, it's
She was like, "Come back anytime. I'll throw you on a flyer." I'm like, "Oh,
man,
move out there for that."
It's a huge contrast between the comedy of a city that doesn't have a huge comedy scene, and it's like you working towards getting out to LA or whatever, and some the scene like LA or a place that's already established is way different because we go out there and we just sound like we want to be funnier. We want to be hungry.
Really? So we
Bro,
out
they
there,
kind of trash out there.
because they're
They
there
live out
already.
there, yeah,
They're there. That's
exactly.
like we go out there
Yeah.
thinking we gonna make it. Somebody gonna see us. They out there all the time. Like like they feel like it almost feels like when their comedy style is like you should be laughing. You should laugh at our jokes.
So they kind of entitled.
Entitled, yeah.
But isn't
Like,
there a
they
good
feel-
amount of people who like
That's
develop
right.
all the way in their city and now they're there? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
a bunch of
Yes.
yous that are there.
All the
Absolutely.
good people, for sure.
So isn't
Absolutely.
it, why is that not on the bill where there's like 6 niggas like you and then some LA people that aren't that funny? You know what I mean?
It's a popularity contest out there.
And see, I
So
thought
it's
it was gonna be funny on the show, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking everybody behind me gonna be fire. But I was one of the most fire ones, and I'm like, what? So if I move out here, and do what I'm doing here in Detroit, then just apply the same principles.
So do it be mostly LA people on the LA shows?
I would say no, not on mine. What about you?
Your baby gonna be hungry.
Yes, with the exception of the headliners. Because there's LA people and then there's people who live in LA.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of comedians that live in LA, they don't stay in LA. They just that's where they're based, but they be all over the place. But they only there so that
them
they
the
can
good
be,
ones. Them the ones that's working.
Yeah, but
Oh, wait a minute.
yeah, because it's like they're there.
Watch.
Oh, you like this? Got it for a song at the swap meet. You know what I'm saying? Well,
This whole thing.
but no, they move out there and they just start. You know, they'll still be traveling or whatnot, but like they're there because all the opportunities are still there. So they need to show their face a lot around those areas and a lot of those shows instead of traveling out there so they can show their face. You know what I'm saying? But then there's the ones who just live in LA. They, similar
From
to
there or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like it's similar to the ones that the comedians that are from here that don't travel nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are.
Yeah.
But there's so many more comedians there and a lot more places that they can get up. Whereas here it's like we got seven consistent shows.
But if you want to, you can really do comedy every day of the week.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so it's
you
like
can.
that's why
Absolutely.
I think Detroit is a hot spot for comedy. But for like
It can
urban
be.
comedy, and then like you got rooms like the Ant Farm and all that independent theater, whatever that's called. It's just every night.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, it's no excuses here. If you want to do comedy, do that shit.
This is 100% true.
Okay, this is 100% true. We're speaking of comedians. You know the
Good
comedian
segue.
Lunel, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, she said that 50 Cent recently apologized to Megan Thee Stallion because he wants some. Do y'all think that's any truth to that?
Did he? What happened?
I don't know what
He said sorry for what? For
Yeah,
using
what?
her
For
of not getting
initially
shot.
believing
Over her.
Tory Lanez.
Oh.
Is that the chick who got shot at?
Yeah.
Is that the what?
I mean, BMF just came out. I feel like this is a promotional. You know what I'm saying? You got to attack every hot topic to pump yo whatever you got going.
Probably.
Tory did have them recordings come out, so it's kind of like
Man,
hard
that
to.
shit was terrible.
It's
man.
kind of
I
hard
thought
to
he was in
deny.
jail. He's in jail
Yeah.
talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
He,
like-
he got cut off and it said these calls are being recorded.
But you know what's crazy about that whole situation is that if you remember, like if I remember correctly, like when everything first came out, Megan said that she tried to dead the situation. Like she lied to the police initially because she didn't want him to get in trouble, and she tried to protect him. And then he started doing fuck shit, and then that's when she just was like, "No, you shot me."
Damn.
You know when it all
So
started
in
going
the grand
downhill?
scheme of things, he fucked up.
Oh, yes, she
100%.
did. And it all started
No
going
Vaseline.
downhill when
Here you go.
when his hair started looking like a
Oh,
Reese's peanut butter
that's
cup.
what it was.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It was
Reese's
the
peanut
loss
butter
of
cup.
hairline.
It was the loss of the hairline and the not accepting of it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go against the Lord.
The Lord.
Speaking of peanut butter, you really eating a peanut
I was
butter?
just
You
about to
wild.
Hey,
say.
yeah, we all about that work. Cause
I was like, hold
She
on.
stole her
shout out to
baby
Shelly.
fat.
Y'all know she on a
Listen,
protein plan. She
I
got the
wasn't gonna-
protein shake.
listen, I wasn't
I
gonna
am
Uncrustable.
actually.
I like that. man.
Uncrustable dog.
Uncrustable out of
That'd be
nowhere.
good though.
Yeah, but you're eating that.
They so good though.
Listen,
Peanut
That's
butter
an
is
elementary
a
school.
fat nigga weakness. I don't know if
She
you know that.
the uncrustable was out.
Peanut butter
Bar.
Reese's. She said, I'm not getting this shit. Man, when I get out of here.
you know what?
Sorry.
Though? But did y'all
I
see
be
how Tory
snacking.
Lanez's daddy had no hair, but he had hair?
He had a
Yeah.
How you
mean-
bald with a part? How you bald with a part? That's like, yo, hold on.
It run in
like,
the family,
yeah,
apparently.
Like, how you got like Sharpie dust on your head?
Sharpie
No.
dust.
It
God
look
don't-
like- it
God
look
don't
like-
lose.
It looked like dry erase.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Like,
Try-
The
got
little
ex-
like-
shavings you use
that
to
hot
walk with
expo
magnets.
marker.
Yeah, man,
Like,
bald niggas be mad at me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I'm never mad at you.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna
Hold on,
say.
wait a minute.
I got a lot of
You got
bald.
the whole Jalen Rose to the front of
Man,
your head
yeah,
going on.
I mean, yeah, man. I'm trying to.
Hold on.
I'm trying to have a.
I gotta get some of that off of there, man. I gotta get some of that off of there, man.
That's all me.
That's all
That's
you.
all-
No
you
Beijing,
see all that
man.
sweat? That would
Yeah.
have been.
You been.
It would have been running.
If I had
melted.
Beijing, everybody would know.
Boy, it would
'cause
have been
like,
looking like
Beijing.
Sting right now.
if I had
All
that D pounds going on, you would see it
He
dripping.
said the D.
You would see the D pounds just dripping. My soul.
D pound.
Like,
D pound.
you know, only for the big shows he pull out the Beijing. I respect it.
The base.
I don't think that should be frowned upon, though. I think you know what I'm saying. It's our time.
Big dog. Like,
Fake abs, I don't think.
Should get the locks lace front.
Okay.
Exactly. I don't think fake ass, fake
I wouldn't
dreads.
install that, bro.
None of
No
that.
too
I'll
many
install
funny
it
people.
for you.
I know people,
Steroids, none of
they
that.
would never let me lay that down.
I wouldn't stop. Dog, you got to move to Atlanta. You got to move out of here.
I would never
You got to find a
move
new
to-
place. You got to go. You got to move to Houston.
Yeah,
With
you can't worry
the-
about what people
with the
what
whole
people
new
say.
lock
Where it's
situation.
normal, huh?
Like if they could do all the light on all that, why
I ain't
can't
gonna
we?
lie. I kind of
Preach,
thought
bro.
about it, though. I kind of thought about
You
it.
can't
but,
live your best life.
But I
Exactly.
would do it. I would do it in stages. Okay, I would.
Bro,
Listen, I put it in stages because there's people who've known me a good 5, 6 years, who've seen the hairline. You know what I'm saying?
And who knows.
So
They seem to grow back.
man,
The new
I would,
growth.
yeah. So they would have to say, "Dang, Ron, what you use?" I'm like,
Speaking of-
vitamin E. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
they're gonna know your line.
You got to proper though.
Nah,
Speaking
you
of-
gotta.
Speaking of that stuff, Rahm your had his inside out for me.
No, I got it
my
like this. No,
God.
I
Dog,
got
Was
it
that
like
inside on purpose? That's your swag.
I got like
If you
this.
little by
So,
little,
yeah.
they're still gonna know. Like you might as well just Jimmy Butler, Fetty
Nah,
Wap that shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Wow.
if you get all the way to fully, you know what I'm saying, growth, they're good. They're not gonna be stupid. They're not gonna be like, oh, he willed it back into
Facts.
existence. They're gonna still know.
They're going to clown you longer.
Yeah, they're gonna clown you more for trying to
Yeah,
play,
just come
to try
out
and play them.
like Jason. Just come out like
Just
this.
Jimmy Butler that
You
shit.
might as well, bro.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
might as well.
Like girls go from short
If
hair
you gonna do it, do
to
it.
locks the next day.
The
And
full
that shit-
install.
And it look-
Do the full
I don't
install,
feel like
bro.
this is
Look
good
good.
advice. I don't feel.
Do it. Might as well.
No, I
Might as
feel-
well just
Do it
come
for
out.
like a birthday show. Just come out to be funny right quick with the whole lace front on. That would be fire, bro.
I'm gonna be looking
This
forward
how
to
I
it.
fade the
in May.
lace front, bro. I
I
take this
just,
off every
you know
night.
what? You know what?
I'm gonna be looking to
What
it.
you do?
I
You,
should get the beard too.
you get it for
Yup,
Halloween
yup.
and then just keep it
Do
for
it
the rest
all.
of your life.
There you go.
Exactly.
huh?
Yeah, come on, BT. Paint
Transition
something. You know what I'm saying?
Transition.
They're like, when you gonna change the costume?
You get
Ain't no
that-
costume. Just me now.
Your shit, girl, like
You know what?
Anthony.
Oh
You got
my-
the Anthony Hamilton when you got
Bruh.
years ago.
My daughter was a Stranger Things character for Halloween, and I'm not bullshitting you when I tell you she wore that wig every fucking day for like 2 weeks after Halloween. Like people literally thought that my daughter got her hair cut in a fucking bowl cut
And
like
I
that.
don't blame her.
Because she would not take that
I
fucking
don't
wig
blame her.
off.
mad at her.
Stranger
She not
Things
scared
is
about
one
what
of the
people
best
think
things
about
I've
her.
seen in my
Hell
life.
no, she don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
She was literally. I was taking my kid to basketball practice at home, and she's like, let me put my wig on. what the
It-
fuck, bro?
Rami needs to take a page out of her book. Not be
no,
worried about
just-
what
just don't give a
society.
fuck.
I will. Fuck it. I will.
Live your best life, bro.
Yeah, just do it, bro. Just do
Listen,
it.
if my woman says it's cool, it's cool because I still want to have sex.
Man, fuck what she said.
Hell no. Hell no.
As long as you don't look like Shamar Moore and Diary of a Mad
Oh
Black
my
Woman.
god,
Yeah.
the worst
Yeah.
wig ever.
Yeah.
The worst wig ever. Like, bruh.
Listen,
It was in between his braids.
where he worked in that movie?
I don't know. He's
feel like he was a mechanic, right?
mover or something.
Oh, he's a mover.
No,
He
he
was
wasn't
I
a
don't know.
mover. It was
industrial.
just when she went to see him, he was just in this random place with like a steel mill or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
Like
that's
she
right.
just tried. Tried to make that light skinned man be the most manliest of jobs, just like sparks and freaking saws and whatnot. Like
First off, Tyler Perry be tripping. He need to get better hair and makeup. You know
You know
what
what?
I'm saying?
Very
Yeah,
true.
Got a lot of money.
That's
Or just stop
not-
making movies.
Stop making movies altogether.
No,
You
he
know
buying
who
all
making
that
too much
land.
money.
You know who else
Right.
should stop making movies
Who else?
altogether?
Who that,
else?
Tubi?
Nah,
my
that damn police officer. Y'all know the girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that had the sescapades.
Oh, yeah.
Officer Megan Hall.
Yeah.
I supposed to say
I like how you bringing the current events up, though. I just want to say that I see what you're doing.
I appreciate
I like
that.
the
that.
segue.
He's killing it
I
right
I
now.
wonder
I
if the,
appreciate you.
I
As a
wonder if one
host,
of the-
I see he's killing it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate you.
I wonder if one of the canine units participated.
Hey, wait! I seen a
This is
meme.
what I was talking. This is what I was talking about.
I seen a meme that was a lot of horses too. Like it had a picture with all the little horses too. I was,
Hey, let's go. I want
That is
K-Night. You might want to get on stage, but you
That
might
shit
get
wild, dog.
But did
He
y'all
be dropping
hear-
just like the potent, just like
He would kill in the white rooms. Like, Black folk
Concentrated.
might not like him at first, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know he'd kill in the
Nah,
white
my
rooms.
social
Kill.
anxiety won't allow me. I'd fold.
He could be the number
He
one.
said I fold.
Another punchline. Come on,
Hey,
man.
I
Get out
feel
here,
you.
bro. You playing.
I feel
Bro, you see the post that said thank you for your cervix, though. That shit.
Yep.
Your
Wait,
cervix?
with the runaway
That shit had
train.
me
No,
weak.
no, the high speed train. That's the one that got me.
Oh, thank you for your cervix. Oh,
yeah.
But here's
But you
my
don't
thing.
tell cops thank you for your service, though. But
here's
that's
my
just.
thing.
It was so
But
funny.
still,
Here's my thing.
she was ugly too.
Unpopular opinion.
I'm not gonna judge a woman for.
Unpo-
I'm
No,
off
he
camera.
about to
I'm on
say
camera
it's
anyways.
cool.
Fuck that ugly ass
His
bitch.
unpopular opinion is that she is
Listen.
cool.
Her husband is cool with
She was
it. Her
beautiful.
husband didn't
Oh, he's
leave.
probably a cock.
He watched.
He
Yeah.
probably was.
Or no, because this is what they said. Because I had to do some research.
What did they say,
This is
Rob?
what they said. All of this happened under the guise of he had an open relationship. Okay, so she told the people she was fucking that they had an open relationship.
I respect
The
open
husband said,
relationships.
I know, and most people do. They don't ask no questions. Say it's open. Okay, we
Say
fucking
less.
fucking.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but don't shit where you eat. You fuck your coworkers.
No, there's nothing wrong with fucking your
Well,
coworker.
if
There's
you
a
just
lot
be
open
there,
door.
that's the only place you at.
It was all the way open.
I just don't understand why her and
That's what everybody else was
why
saying.
everybody
If we
said
talking that, whoop like
My take
Emeka-
is
Udo and Emeka-
she's not a bad looking chick. She could have gone anywhere else to fuck. She could have gone to a bar or club or something. Why fuck your coworkers? That is just playing with fire.
All of them,
ease of
though.
access.
Not just one or two. All
She
of
couldn't
them.
get black dudes easily.
She's a
Oh,
woman. Get black.
I guess you.
White,
I
okay?
guess you right. I ain't gonna argue that.
It was.
work her way up the ranks.
You go to the right club.
I don't think nothing wrong. I think all she was doing was have some team.
Like she
building
is almost.
exercises.
She's like how many black?
I also
bitches
wanna
you
know
made?
who
Four?
snitched.
She's probably like one more punch card away from
One
being
of
on
them caught
black.com.
But
Told
bro, who,
Right.
who in this room have
Who
not
told- who
fucked a
told?
coworker? Has everybody
The guy
fucked a
that
coworker?
caught
in
her.
here?
No.
I have not.
I have not.
I've
You went to LA Fitness.
I have not.
That's
Okay.
borderline sus. Wait, you were married at that time.
I'll be honest with
It's
you.
hella females in there.
That was my whole one of my whole spiels was like I will not be one of them trainers.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because
That's gonna
I
be-
wanted the money. Like I
Yeah.
care less. Like what, I can't
So-
pay bills with vagina.
So here's
Right.
the thing. Here's the thing. This whole fucking around with Megan then got 5 people fired and 3 people suspended.
Who
so
told?
I don't know what it
Fucking with
looks like.
Megan.
What it looks like is that
It looks like somebody got to know.
somebody didn't like to know, but
Stacey Lee, what's going on?
That was
you're like, oh man, that's my dog,
What up,
Stace.
Stacey Lee?
I seen Grandma with Rick James Wiggins. You know what? Yeah.
That's probably exactly what happened. Somebody probably tried to get on, and she actually told them no, and they was like, "What?"
well, one of
You
the,
the
Right.
you
it
the
was
you the
one
work
of the-
freak.
Right.
It was one of the dudes tried to get her to hook up with his wife. Too.
Whoa.
That's when she draws the line.
Yeah.
Like, listen, if she ain't wearing blue,
And
Also, the wife
if she ain't got a
snitched.
badge,
The wife definitely snitched.
It's
That's probably like I don't like
law. I ain't using these jaws.
yeah, that's just crazy.
First of all,
Why they
shout
get
out-
fired though? That's why.
Where was they at?
'cause that
What
was-
city and state are they in? Like,
Uh,
where they at?
I was like, "Ain't it-
Are you trying to switch careers, sir?
No, I'm
No,
sorry.
it was Memphis. One or
Nah, it was
Was
it was
it?
the Laverne Police Department in T.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I about to say,
thought it
I
was
know- I
Tennessee.
didn't.
sounds like something
Laverne,
that they would do.
like Laverne. I ain't heard of Laverne.
Yeah, that sound like
Fucking
some shit
cousins
there.
in Laverne.
Sound like some shit they were doing in Laverne.
Right, that sounds like a Laverne activity.
Ain't no Memphis shit. That's the
scandal right there.
No, really, I ain't never participated in no shit like
but
that.
I mean, but for real though, if we being honest, we all know what Megan at the job. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Not to that
we
level.
all-
Never knew one.
never.
never.
I have never worked at any place where there was like a work whore.
Oh, okay. Where you work at?
Well,
CRB Radio.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I know statistics, and statistically speaking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 out of the 6 people in here
Knew it, Megan.
were the Megan.
Yeah, you can't be a male Megan. You can't be a male Megan.
Technically,
Yeah,
you
you
mean,
were.
you know,
It's called a mandingo or whatever.
Hey,
If
you
you
can
are-
be slanging meat, man. You can
Megan,
be out here slanging
you're the
meat.
Milton. You're not Megan.
A Milton?
Hey, somebody had posted a meme that was like, I don't know why people that work in car factories is surprised by this story because they
Oh,
literally
yeah.
live the same culture.
Dog,
Ford,
you know,
Chrysler,
dead ass.
Yeah,
Like-
GM,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no-
2
though?
families.
Them niggas love them women with mustaches, though.
Dog.
No, wait, you can save a mustache. Ain't nobody tripping on that.
Sometimes I can't do nothing about it. Sometimes it
Those
just
little
happens.
whiskers.
Said, bitch, I got somebody like it.
And you ain't right. You ain't had time to shave that day, and then you got a 5 o'clock shadow. But it's cool because even with the 5 o'clock shadow, then I can
Look.
just pull all the holes instead of the bros. It's cool.
Wait, Rom, so all girls that work at Chrysler have mustaches. That's what you're saying?
A 7 out of 10.
7 out of
No.
10. That's a
way too
hell of a. That's a hell of a number.
That's
Yeah,
way
but
too
here's
hot.
the thing.
HR
I don't
and
agree with that.
Chrysler, HR and Chrysler been aiming low.
I don't agree
They
with
been
that.
getting baddies in there.
Listen, and what?
HR and Chrysler been getting a couple baddies.
They ain't had a baddie in there since they started paying $16 an hour.
Oh no, that's I
I
got
about
to say,
Chrysler, but I trained a few
He
girls
said
for
7
Ford.
out of 10.
Ford got that profit share. It's hitting a little harder. You know?
Four got
Right.
goatees?
Well, of course, blue collar wouldn't care if this happens. They're struggling to keep workers.
Dog.
Him got
And on that note, no. Speaking of struggling to keep workers,
You know,
Speaking of struggling to keep workers, well, how about this lettuce? The
the price of eggs. The price of eggs.
Eggs, right? I was thinking eggs.
Wait a minute. Speaking of this, did you guys hear the DoorDash? Do you guys DoorDash like your groceries?
I've done it.
Bro, I DoorDashed some Douce last night. It was fire.
They really-
I've done it a couple
It
of times.
tasted better when you didn't have to go get
It was like it was.
Hold on.
something different.
So what's the shit with your groceries that the people do? It's
Ship.
not the
Instacart.
DoorDash.
Instacart.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay. Did you hear about the one lady? Because like when they give you proof, you know what I'm saying, of like your order, they take a picture.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the lady? This was in what state was this? I don't know what state this was, but it happened. It was on the news, the TikTok news.
The TikTok news.
Yeah, this lady delivered her whole order, and
Think anything for real?
she saw a zero. I don't make shit up.
Scrolling.
You look like he's scrolling.
And listen, the lady
Family
delivered
pictures.
the order, okay, and then took the picture, and then left because they ain't get no tip.
Yeah. you
Left with
totally
the groceries.
Left with the groceries.
Oh, so she took them back.
She took, she
Took the
took
picture like she
pictures,
delivered them,
like
and
she
then
delivered them,
packed that shit back up and
packed
left.
the shit back up and left.
I mean,
They be giving your shit back if you be like, none of my shit's here. I feel like most of the apps be giving you your money back.
They do. You.
they will. They'll refund her
You can
money.
get it back on
they
the
might
back
find
end.
somebody else.
First
to
of all,
deliver
Instacart,
it,
I don't fuck with it because I'll ask for like some like Uncle Ray's barbecue sauce.
and they bring you the wrong
Bring me
shit.
some open pit.
That
Nah,
shit
but
bitch.
they be like, will
I
this
be
work
so
usually?
confused.
Nobody want no
Yeah.
open pit.
Like,
No,
don't-
they
don't
usually
order
will
that
ask
shit.
you like, can I give you
Hold
this
on.
instead?
If you got somebody
Opinion,
good.
Yeah.
open pit is the superior dipping.
Oh, I
Sauce.
just
Barbecue?
It's
No,
too
hell
thin.
no.
Dip-
No,
My grandma was
you never
My
had Sweet Baby
grandmama-
Ray's then.
That's too thin.
You pour at one time, the whole bottle's gone. Like that shit too loose.
I'm gonna tell y'all as
Drink
a,
open
fat
pit.
boy,
That shit
I can
loose
give y'all
as
the best
hell.
barbecue sauce.
It's the steak.
That's
The best
If
barbecue
you really
sauce.
had it, say barbecue sauce flavored drink. Say it on there.
They say be careful. Like
You gotta add brown
It's a
sugar and
barbecue
burners to that shit.
It's
to make
not,
it work.
it's not meant for dipping. It's for marinating.
The best
Right.
sauce. Hey, okay, I see you. You know something. The best sauce is the Kroger for barbecue sauce. It tastes like McDonald's barbecue sauce.
Okay, that's okay.
It's kind of
I'm
fire.
a Sweet
But
Baby
which
Ray's
kind though?
man.
They got
Sweet Baby
multiple.
Ray's.
Yeah.
On
They got
occasion,
like-
I do Casey Masterpiece.
But they got a sweet. Just try it. It's
the
99
Kroger's
cents.
version of Sweet Baby Ray's.
It's like no, it's just straight Kroger barbecue sauce, and they got like hot, sweet and spicy or whatever.
They make it in the back.
Get the sweet spicy. Get the sweet whatever. That's the one. Trust me. 99 cents.
You know what? Speaking of the one,
The one.
that's
Fat boy
what I'm saying.
facts.
Speaking of the one, and speaking of deliveries, this never happens, okay? But you know,
No, it does.
since it's almost February, and it's almost Valentine's.
Oh my
Valentine's.
God.
February and
Valentine's
Valentine's.
AKA,
Library Day.
AKA Single Person
Did you hear
Awareness
about
Day.
Jasmine Grogan?
No.
Well, no.
Who the
What
fuck
about
is
her?
that?
Jasmine Grogan is a happily married woman with how she met her husband.
Okay, take a guess.
Tinder?
No, not Tinder.
What's your
How
guess?
did you meet her?
He was homeless.
Oh, she picked her up one.
And he helped her take her groceries to the car.
And then he
And then she took her home, and then she took them home and cleaned them,
And then she busted open.
and then she busted wide open for a
Got it.
homeless man. And
Doing
then they got
God's
married.
work.
2 kids
Ain't
later.
nothing wrong with that.
Doing
kids
God's
later.
2
work.
kids
2
later.
kids later. Now
stop
my
that?
question,
Shout out
my
to
question,
Lance.
my question to
That's a
y'all.
smart homeless man.
My question to y'all: if your Hollywood crush, okay, you're you know what I'm saying, whoever it is to you, you know what I'm saying. You know, she's very voluptuous. Okay.
Fired.
I like Rihanna say.
Okay.
Yo, you ever see
Now-
Viola Davis when she
now-
start crying?
With,
Listen, that's
You know she sucks
Let
with
me
dick.
tell you, It's gonna be a lot
It's
of.
gonna be a lot of snot and
would you clean her up if she was homeless?
No.
Yes, absolutely.
no.
I mean, I don't see why not. Half the time she take that. Never mind.
That bitch was doing some side shit. I ain't trusting that.
Would you clean up a homeless person?
I mean, dirty homeless. I feel like because like girls with makeup. I feel like there's a huge range of how she's looking. Like if she looks homeless as fuck, like
Yeah,
it
that
depends
does
on how
make a
homeless she
difference. Like,
looking.
you say, would you clean
Homeless
up a
as
homeless
fuck.
person?
I'm
I-
like-
I
you got-
assume
'cause you
it's
gotta be able to
dirty.
see some
Okay,
potential.
okay. You can see the potential.
How homeless we talking?
You talking about
okay,
in the
okay.
She can
shelter?
tell
homeless?
in the
How
homeless
homeless?
club.
And this works a very, very low
Or
paying
you
job.
know, listen,
Or
no.
Or you talking about
Like is her face dirty?
like is she?
You talking about pushing
under
a cart?
Under
You
the
talk about
overpass.
meth head homeless.
Under the
Oh, yeah.
overpass with a
Oh,
cardboard
you know
blanket.
what?
She got all her limbs.
You'd be surprised at how many meth heads have good jobs.
Got to afford it.
Okay. All you know is you see her at the same underpass.
With a sign.
You know what I'm saying? With a
Collecting.
sign.
She
Collecting.
Okay.
thick as hell with it.
But one day, but this is what happened. One day, you saw somebody throw something at her, and she dodged it, and she had bent over, and you said, "Oh shit, she got a fatty." You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna take a little more than that. For
Yeah,
me.
people were like, "Oh shit, she has a shit stain. I'm out."
I ain't
Now,
got
if I
no-
just randomly seen her like walking out the grocery store or something like that, like, oh, that's the lady from the underpass.
Okay, she's like couch surfing homeless.
Okay,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
she underpass home.
No, she homeless.
What if after you hit, she said she lived in a shelter?
Then
Would you
it doesn't
keep her?
matter. It's no harm, no foul.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna sauce her life up.
water under her bridge.
Couldn't do it.
I'm gonna turn her whole life
Water
up.
under her
Okay.
bridge.
Would you let her bring an extra pair of shoes in your house?
No.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Because that
I got
means
a
she moving
garage.
in. She's from a shelter. Think about it.
Throw them in the garage. No big deal. First of all, if I see
Boy, love it.
I want to like boss life up.
Okay.
So I want to I want to get that room at the Marvin Gardens. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this.
We're gonna
Okay,
throw
the
it. We're gonna throw it
Marvin
in the
Gardens.
jacuzzi.
Okay.
Speaking of Marvin,
We're gonna soak that. We're gonna soak that calamucci like some collard greens. You feel me? Put a little Epsom
Marvin.
salt in there, like Salt Bay. We're gonna sprinkle it in there.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
there's also the context of why they're homeless.
Wait, is it the real
I don't care about- I don't
Rihanna
care
that
about that.
fell on hard times, or is it a girl that looks like her? Like,
Rihanna say.
Is it the real Rihanna and she just fell on hard times and it's actually her?
I don't
It's
know. Rihanna came up from hard times. She didn't always look like the Rihanna that we know and love today.
No, she always had that forehead. I like the forehead.
Oh,
The shine on the forehead.
Shine
is
bright
for
like
me.
my forehead.
Oh my god.
shine bright.
Shine
like
bright
my
like white.
Awful.
We're not gonna forehead shame.
Playing, man. What you doing, man?
We're not
He said we
forehead
are not
shaming.
Forehead shaming.
Okay.
You a comedian though, right? You a comedian, bro, right?
On hiatus. On again, off again, currently off again.
Curly
You a comedian, yeah, bro. I'm following you on Facebook. I feel like.
Yeah, we further.
Boy, Smooth turned into Drake real quick. Talking
So-
about some.
so-
Yeah, I'm
so-
gonna clean her up.
Okay.
Speaking of homeless people.
Okay.
Jacuzzi tub.
So, you know me and my randomness. Like, I just watched a documentary a couple days ago called The Hatch-Building Hitchhiker.
I saw
I
it
seen the
yesterday.
first
I
5
watched it
minutes of
yesterday.
that.
Well, the last
seen
10
the
minutes,
first
I still
5
got like
minutes.
the
I'm
last
gonna
10
finish
minutes.
that shit.
That
was
shit
good.
was so interesting. And
Didn't he kill somebody?
Yeah, he did end up killing somebody. But he said that the guy raped him. And
Dude, she
he-
fucking
Oh.
smashed him inside the head.
So I don't
No, but my man was
Yeah, it happens all the time with.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
know
But
why.
I
Just elaborate on the
It
like
all
on the
said
doc.
somebody
Just
raped
elaborate
him.
right quick so I can watch it.
basically, like, if you don't remember, his name was Kai. He was the guy who smashed.
name
It
was
went
Caleb.
viral.
Surfer
His
dude?
real name was Caleb, right? Whatever. So
Okay.
he ends up getting kind of like, from the video going viral. People know him. They find him. They try to get him. They try to wrangle him in. They find out dude's just wild. Like, he's out of control. Mad alcoholic, pissing on shit. Like, he's just a wild boy.
Okay.
Then, like, a guy comes up murdered. It turns out that he murdered this guy. So then it's like, what the fuck? But the story he tells is that he went there and the guy drugged him and raped him. And like he woke up
You gotta die.
like fucked up or whatever. And then he ended up like killing the guy. So it was
No,
like,
but he lied about that, and he killed the fuck out of him too.
but
Wait,
did he
hold
lie?
on, wait,
But did he lie?
No, because they were like the next day he was with him at the train station, hugging him and shit like
He
that.
said,
so-
but he said that though. He didn't deny that part. He said that he
Nah,
did
he
go
lied.
back.
He
He said
went
he went
back?
back the next day. He did. He said
it
that
wasn't the day that he supposedly got raped. It was the next day, and he killed the fuck out of him. Like he stomped
beat
his
him up.
eyes in and all that.
he
like,
beat him up. He
I don't
beat the
know.
fuck out of him.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
But he wasn't homeless. Fuck, though. He was like homeless. Like he didn't look like dirty homeless.
He was a transient. Like he ran away and he was like bouncing from place to place,
Yeah.
hitchhiking wherever he needed to go. Like
wait,
he
so
did.
he used to be a woman?
No,
Where'd you get that from?
no. How did you pull that out of anything that I said, Rob?
So he doesn't like black people.
That's because
Like, you just saying stuff.
I thought he said he was trans.
No, a transient, as in like he
He's
was
a
moving from.
wanderer.
pla-
Oh,
A
Bruh.
nomad. No.
Transient.
I can't.
No
Okay.
man.
Trans though. I mean,
I said
in respect to Rahm
transient.
Kelly, you did say trans.
Yeah, true,
Oh.
true. I gotta give Rom the benefit of the doubt.
I'm gonna
Nobody
watch.
else.
I'm gonna watch the video because when y'all do this shit, y'all know I go back and watch, and
Oh,
I know
wow.
I said transient.
You
Oh,
was
you
kind of
did, you
being
did.
difficult
I
saying
know I
that word
did.
because I don't know
I
what
heard-
that.
I heard it
Transient
clearly.
is what fucked them
Yeah,
up.
but what is trans? Nobody.
I don't know what
Trans.
transient
Okay,
means.
sorry for using my vocabulary,
It's
guys.
it's like a trip.
Okay, we forgive you.
Yes, that's basically
Let's
what
say
it is.
drifter then.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I don't know how I feel about it because, like, I feel like he was such a fucking like live wire. I don't really feel like was he a liar? Because he didn't
Yes.
lie about anything. Like, was he telling the truth?
I don't want to ruin it for everybody because it's good and it just came out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He just,
I'm gonna
it's
go
on
watch it when I
Netflix.
go
Fucking
home.
ruin it.
if he killed the
Fuck
one
it.
guy possible cause, I'm real.
It was
he
that,
killed
that,
two
Yeah,
but
I mean,
the
he helped
guy,
kill the first guy.
Okay.
but the first guy he killed him because he was he didn't kill him. That guy, I think
No,
that guy
but
survived.
he drugged the dude.
He drugged.
He
him.
drugged the dude that smashed his car into the other guy. So,
Nah,
he,
that's
so he
what-
basically killed that one
He
guy.
didn't drug him. They participated in smoking together.
No, he said he laced it though.
That's that. I
Oh,
don't,
that's not drugging if you lace it and I smoke it too.
Right, like they was chilling.
it
Take it easy. It's Angel.
yes, it
Dust.
is.
Like I don't.
That's
yeah.
drugging.
No,
That's drugging
I'm
me,
not
sir.
drugging you if I'm doing it too.
If
We
I give
doing
you
it
peace,
If we
together.
go
If
smoke
I
a
give you
blunt and you smoke my
somebody.
blunt, you smoke yours, and yours got angel dust,
And then you
you
murder
drugged
somebody.
me.
Does yours have angel dust too?
No.
Oh
I'ma
yeah, then
taste
you
it right
drug
off
me.
like, this some
I
angel
thought
dust.
we.
No, but just because I could take
I don't
angel
know
dust,
what
if I
it tastes
take
like,
if
so
I
I'm
take
like, is this
roofie, if I take roofie and give a girl a roofie, it's still rape. It's just because I gave myself some of it don't mean
Time
we
was
gonna
up.
both do these. Yeah, exactly. I just know.
I
could
don't.
just-
I say watch it, and then you can like determine because I don't feel like any. I feel like he was
You
being
feel like he
honest.
didn't do nothing wrong all.
I'm not saying he didn't do
No.
anything wrong. I'm
You
just
gullible.
saying I think. I'm
take
not
him
saying
home.
that. Absolutely the fuck not.
Okay, my bad. I ain't seen it.
Would you let
No,
him-
no. All I'm saying is that I don't doubt his story because also, if you recall, they said that what they think he actually did was they think that he researched that guy because they said they found information and that he was a pedophile because he had posted
Exactly.
right before it and was like,
Oh.
"Is being a vigilante a bad thing?"
Yes.
So
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
doubt
Oh,
that
yeah.
something did happen.
What you think about OJ?
Bro,
Ooh, hold on. I seen.
we go there. I
No,
already
time out.
told
Can I-
how I
hold
feel
on.
about
Can I go there
OJ.
5 seconds?
Go
Just
Go
Yeah.
right
give me 5
ahead.
seconds.
Go right ahead.
I
His
seen
son
something
did it.
about OJ son. Who said that?
What,
That was me.
What did OJ say?
His
I
son
seen
did it.
something like some YouTuber, Parapsych or something, and he broke down this.
Did it? His son had anger issues. His
Anger
son got
issues.
discharged
He had
from
the
the
hat.
army with a
He
knife.
had the glove.
Yeah.
I
He
can
had
believe it.
follicles.
Nicole had a
Sonny D.
fucking. Nicole had a reservation there that night at his restaurant he worked at.
Who the sons?
Yes, and
Oh,
then she didn't
listen.
show up, and then
If I listen,
had-
oh,
His son nicknamed
was
Sonny D.
crazy.
Sonny D.
The theory
the
is
son
plausible.
did. The son did that shit.
OJ
The
son.
theory
I'm
is
sorry.
absolutely
I'm sorry. Hold on.
plausible.
That
it's-
son was crazy.
Allegedly.
I apologize.
why?
I didn't know if he had a son.
I'm scared of the son.
I'm scared of
He
him.
don't know what you.
Sonny D, if you're watching this, I don't believe you did it.
You did that shit.
That story is absolutely
You
plausible
did
if you
that
actually do. Because I went down the OJ rabbit hole. If you actually look at all the evidence,
It was OJ
that
the juice man.
theory,
The son.
that theory is absolutely
Hey, now-
plausible
Hey,
because
OJ.
there is
Go ahead.
there's like little shit, like little tiny shit. Like
Yes.
for instance,
I
the
love when
blood
she
on
gets
the
so hyped.
passenger side of the vehicle. Why is it on both sides? He was by himself. Why would he have? You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense. Why were the gloves small? You know why? Because they all had a pair. Because Nicole bought them
Dog.
all a pair, and that was his son's pair, not his.
If I can
it
cut you
all
off.
just makes so
If I
much
can
sense.
If I
cut you
could
off.
just-
If I can cut you off, OJ's son had the hat and the gloves. Like
Yeah.
you
And they
said.
found the notebook and the
Bro,
knife.
And on top, yeah, the knife.
They found.
Right. Then on
You
top of
can't-
that,
it's plausible.
OJ's son
And then
was
Sonny
like
D.
mad. Like OJ's son was
Did you-
around
is
when
his
like,
name
OJ's
Tank?
daughter died. He got real mental issues, bro.
Did you see Short Bus Shorty? The actual bus was actually a Bronco. It's OJ the Juice Man.
All I'm saying is it's believable. It's believable that a father would try to protect his
White
child.
lady, white lady.
OJ hired
Grab
a
a
lawyer.
knife. Hey.
OJ hired an expensive lawyer before the case got popped off
Johnny
for his
Cochran.
son.
Oh, not
Before
Johnny
Cochran.
Cochran.
Johnny Cochran came in
Yeah.
later in the picture.
He hired another lawyer for his son before they even like charged.
Yeah, they
filed
got because
charges.
they did question him, but then
crazy, bro.
they basically like it's a rabbit hole.
I don't give a fuck about this shit.
You know
I'm
who?
just saying.
Rabbit holes for real.
You know
I'm a
who's
rabbit
gonna
hole.
lead?
Facts.
Y'all know who's gonna need a lawyer next though?
Whom?
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole for sure.
Whom?
That sound like some
That
sex
sound
talk.
like a-
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. What type of
rabbit hole.
What type of shit y'all
That
into?
sound like
I be rabbit holing these, so I go deep in them holes. You know what I'm saying? I rabbit hole them.
I
No
mean, so
disrespect.
much shit just makes so much sense. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, a lot of people forget the fact that like he was like
Bars.
he wasn't in the best physical shape either.
Yeah,
When all
OJ
the-
had bad
like,
knees and
he was-
arthritis.
and it's like y'all
He
trying to
couldn't
tell,
cut her 82
bruh.
times and
Okay, I'm
And then
done.
Kato,
I'm done.
Kato Kalin was like a black belt or some shit or whatever.
know-
the nigga,
Oh, the
Kato,
dude, no, Ron
the other
Goldman.
dude, Ron-
Yeah, he
my
was.
bad, my
No,
bad.
it's cool. I
I'll
got you.
Appreciate you.
Ray Lewis' son actually killed those two guys.
Did he have? I mean, I don't
Nah,
know.
Ray Lewis did it.
No,
for
Ray
sure.
he
did
did
that
that shit.
Ray did that shit.
No, he did that.
That ain't me, Ray. That ain't me.
Ray be smacking his hand.
Yeah, Ray for sure killed for sport.
Ray is a
Say
murderer.
kill for-
Okay.
And I'll kill again.
Speaking of murders,
In Jesus' name.
did you
Okay.
hear about the Florida man who was arrested for shooting his cousin, who just happens to be a pastor during an
No.
argument over heaven and hell?
Florida man.
Oh, we're
So he
having
took
a
him
what?
out. Was arguing
That
about
sounds
whether
like a Florida thing. to
Florida
do.
man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Was he on the side of hell or
the
heaven?
infamous.
I mean, I guess we'll find out when the other one died. I
What
don't
was
know.
Come on, he shot his
What was the
pastor?
argument?
Come on.
Was
It was.
does
it
it
was-
exist?
It doesn't
or-
exist. It don't say. Is it not, nigga? Do you tell me? Bang.
That's probably the third dumbest argument I heard somebody get shot over.
What's the second?
packets.
The Kool-Aid was no.
Oh, I ain't hip to that.
Kool-Aid.
You
No,
ain't,
that was here.
What? That was
That was
here.
in Brightmo.
Kool-Aid package?
Shooting over.
That was in
Man,
Brightmo. So
that was
I
in
got-
Brightmo.
In other news,
No, it
the
wasn't even the
Brightmore Kool-Aid
packet.
suspect.
It was who makes Kool-Aid better.
Oh hell no.
No.
And wasn't
It-
it? Was that? Did
Explain
that happen
that.
in Toledo when people
Break
when
it
that guy
down.
got
This-
shot over the food?
I got time today. Break it down. Hold on. What?
No, it was in Brightmo a few years ago. Like I don't
It was
can't
my-
remember.
Well, if you
15
say,
years
well, if you
back.
say
It
you
was a
like
long time
grape
ago.
Kool-Aid, you kind of deserve to be shot.
Yeah, it was,
Whoa, whoa, what? What?
Well, first of all, Jason, I mix my Kool-Aid packets.
Wait a
Back when
minute,
I
what?
drank- I drank
Hot
this
take.
like-
always mix
Wait.
it with lemonade.
Wait.
Hot take.
Okay, that's
Lemonade was
okay.
something.
That's okay.
Lemonade
but
and Kool-Aid is good.
what you mix with light skin?
First of all, Crystal Light is what I use. I use like a big old gallon.
Crystal Light.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
man,
You go
come on,
the
watching
white-
myself, bro. Come
you
on,
go
I
the
gotta
white
get
one
right,
around.
man.
You can't talk
It's
about
a process.
Kool-Aid. You can't bring
It's a
Crystal Light to a
process.
Our
gas station.
Crystal Light is fire, bro, and I'm probably doing it
my
wrong.
Crystal Light
There's
is
too much
fire.
aspartame in my situation.
So yeah,
much
grape,
aspartame.
grape
I got like I
cherry
use the
are trash.
watermelon cherry. I mean the watermelon strawberry from Walmart, right? I mix that with the Crystal Light. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got the Walmart flavor.
Don't
Right,
aspartame
right.
Mix that with
cause
the
premature
lemonade.
ejaculation?
And then I put a little fruit punch in there.
Don't aspartame cause premature ejaculation?
Nah, I'm good. Only cause premature ejaculation. is
If it
That's
does,
right.
All the time.
You know what? It's
fat
great.
booties and gyration.
Sure.
Gy-
My shit be post mature.
Yeah, somebody who can work it
My
calls
shit be
premature
mature as
ejaculation.
hell.
You know what? In the words of the great Dave Chappelle, premature ejaculation ain't a thing.
It ain't. It's
yeah.
just ejaculation.
Yeah, exactly.
Ejaculation.
Like
It
you
was
don't
on time.
you don't call it a
Right.
pre you don't call
Not
it a
always on
pre-squirt.
schedule. It's not always on
Premature.
schedule. It's on site, but it's on
You don't
time.
call it a premature
It ain't a
squirt.
pre-squirt. She just
Or
peed
whatever
on
Kirk
herself.
Franklin said, whoever said.
I could not. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Kool-Aid?
I just won. But yeah,
Kool-Aid.
yeah,
Heaven and
it's
hell.
Kool-Aid.
They got a shootout over Heaven and Hell.
It was I'm
He
gonna
just
shoot you. He dead.
Yeah. Done.
It's-
R.I.P.
you
bro.
out.
R.I.P. to the Florida man.
We'll
man.
figure out this
Florida
argument in
man.
30 years.
Florida
right.
man.
What's the dumbest argument y'all ever had?
Shit.
Ever had?
What's the as an adult or as okay? When you started knowing that you knew how to argue good, what was the dumbest argument that you like?
I had a couple of trans arguments that were pretty bad.
Damn.
Explain, please.
No, don't. Well, I'm
Okay,
okay.
maybe not. You're right.
I probably can't.
I think all people are
sponsors,
equal
our
in their own
sponsors.
special ways.
You said we got sponsors. You got to let's not talk about that one.
yeah, it's probably the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll touch that.
So actually, I got into a pretty stupid argument just recently over eggs because the eggs was too small, and
much are eggs?
I was mad because they was
I
little
heard
eggs,
it more than they used to be.
and I wanted large eggs, and I was. We argued about it.
That's so.
Because I couldn't use the little for the cakes I was making. I needed large.
Argument. That is legit.
Yeah, that's legit.
I
See?
mean,
Can't
I
you
mean-
use 2 instead of 1?
Well, that's what I ended up.
then you end up using the whole
after
pack.
we got done arguing, then I got on the internet and I did find out that I just had to use like one more little egg and it equaled the little 3 big eggs. So then I did go apologize.
So you
but
lost.
I did, and I did apologize, but I did argue his ass down about them little
You
eggs.
apologize?
I
Listen,
did. I
man,
do all the time.
forget
If
that.
I'm wrong, I apologize.
That's what's
That's
up.
not natural.
If I'm making an
just
omelet
give
and
him
you bring me
vagina.
little eggs,
I'm mad.
What am I going to do with these?
Like,
You know.
I gotta use all of these eggs to make an omelet.
And
You telling
then,
me?
okay, and then let me preface this part. And then they were in a thing that said large eggs.
Oh, yeah, big
Like
words
he,
you using.
they were in the thing. Like, so when I got it out the freighter, I expected large eggs and I opened them up and they were tiny. I was mad.
So you mad at him, not the store?
He got them. He didn't get them from the grocery store. He has
Justin.
chickens, so he went and
Oh.
got them. Like
Oh.
they were his eggs.
I got
Justin
it.
got chicken?
And I was like, "You gonna bring me little eggs?
So you
Don't
fucking with a
bring me
farmer? Is
little
what you telling me?
eggs."
You fucking with a farmer
So
right
he had
now?
like
is
a
what you telling me.
Part time. He can't do it at home.
Okay.
It was like a push up bra style. It was like a shower, not a girl. Because like,
Basically,
you thought you was
I was mad as
You
fuck.
thought you was gonna get a shower. And
Yes,
it was really
I thought I was getting large eggs, and I opened it up, and it was like this big. I was
Oh,
mad
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah, you
most
some
of it was
Cadbury
like-
eggs.
I got it. It was about putting grapes in a chicken salad
Oh my god, that's nasty.
Nah, why would you put grapes in a chicken
because
salad?
it tastes good.
No,
Is
no.
it good?
I was just about to ask what side you was on, but you answered
Yeah,
that
you
question
answered
just
that.
now.
Is it good?
No, you know what?
What you mean?
I got you a
Nah,
14.
I've had craisins, right?
But grapes is
Craisins.
different because like it's even like the
Wait,
cherry tomato. I feel like
Wait,
that kind of is like a
wait,
weird.
no,
I don't
wait,
want an
wait,
explosion.
Wait a minute. You had it in the chicken salad?
Well, yeah, like,
I've
I feel like
I've
from Kroger
heard
or
of
something. It was
I've
like a
heard
little
raisin.
dried up.
I've
I'm
seen
cool with
it. I'm
that.
not a
Raisins,
fan of. I'm
cranberries.
not a fan of that kind of chicken salad in the
It's
first
like,
place.
yeah,
That was,
they throw 'em-
that was my argument.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah,
it's
I
just
had
like
it. It was
putting
fire.
tomatoes except a little bit sweeter.
It's
I
like
don't
a little.
tomatoes either, though. I don't
It's
want
like
an
a little flavor
explosion in my
boost.
like.
A
no.
grape is nothing like a tomato.
Cherry
You
tomato.
can get sweet
Way
tomatoes.
sweeter.
Cherry tomato. No, it is.
It's way
Texture
sweeter.
wise,
No, I
they're
just
the
mean like
same,
yeah,
but
I mean texture
flavor
wise,
wise,
not
Texture,
flavor.
yeah.
They are
pause.
slightly sweeter.
like when you bite it, it's
I
the
say a
same
little
bite.
bit more
Yeah,
than
exactly.
slightly, but
But
yeah.
the craisin, you
tomato-
ain't never had a craisin in your chicken salad situation? You ever had a
Nah.
craisin?
No.
I
I mean,
did,
I've
I did.
had
I've
them
had it.
before, but not in
Yeah,
chicken
I did
salad.
for sure, for sure.
That joint was fire. I was
Raisins,
like, yo, a little
craisins,
flavor boost.
yeah,
Like,
for real.
what the fuck is that?
But not the grapes. I can't get with
It's a
that.
little
No, all
booger.
right. I definitely had one of is a hot dog a sandwich or not, and I definitely had a
No.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
drawn out.
A
on.
glizzy is not a
Hold on.
sandwich, for the record. I was gonna put it out there.
It's a dog a sandwich.
It's more like a sub, which
that's
is
still
Is a
still
sub a
more of
sandwich? Because
Sub-
they
it's
call
a
a sub
sub.
sandwich.
A sub
so
is a
then,
sandwich.
by that logic, would a hot dog be a
I'm
hot
still,
dog?
a
I'm
sub
still
is a
flip flopping
sandwich.
with the hot dog. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
'Cause
I
you got
haven't-
bread, you got meat.
Wait,
I
no,
mean, it
no,
has all the
no,
makings
no,
of a
it's not-
sandwich.
No, it doesn't. It
Does the
doesn't.
bread to be split
It
into
doesn't.
No
two?
salad.
It
no,
only has
no
one piece of
lettuce.
bread.
Yeah, but submarine
unless-
sandwiches, Subway they call it sandwiches. John sandwiches. That's
No,
one
but
piece
I'm
of bread.
talking about a
No,
hot
you talking
dog.
about a
Yeah,
hot
but
dog.
you said because it has one piece of bread.
I had a Jersey
Yeah,
Mike
sub
yesterday.
sandwich
That
is
was
the
a
same
sandwich.
kind of bread. You just turn it sideways and it's a sub.
It's
Yeah.
still a sandwich.
What if you cut up the hot
Well,
dogs?
Well, I put too much meat myself. You got to put it on top. I don't know. Y'all don't get enough from y'all subs. So.
I don't make my own sub.
Oh,
Well, it
okay.
comes in the same form. But it don't.
It's still two.
Like
bread.
a
It's
chicken, that's like a big piece of meat in a sub. That's basically like a hot dog, but I feel like they're
Oh,
calling
You know
it a
what?
sandwich.
I think
Come on.
I think the more pressing issue. I think the real question is, isn't a hot dog and a bologna sandwich the same thing?
No.
kind
No.
of.
Kinda.
Yes, the fuck they are.
No.
Because a hot
Oh,
dog and
A
a
hot
bologna
dog
is
and
the
bologna.
same.
Have you ever ate a cold hot dog?
They
No.
do.
Why would I eat a
Nah.
cold
Why
hot
would
dog?
you eat a cold
Oh, you mean
hot
like? All right, I thought you meant uncooked.
Hold
I
on.
thought, yeah,
When
I
I
thought
was
you were
a-
implying uncooked.
Wait a minute.
I was
Y'all
thinking
ain't never. I'm about to say y'all ain't never.
Lukewarm.
No, like after
cold.
barbecue, after
No,
barbecue.
no.
After
No.
refrigerator.
Hey,
Yes.
microwave.
Y'all ain't never took a hot dog out the refrigerator. and
I
then-
ain't never been to that struggle.
Hold on.
No, like if you
I had a
barbecue,
cold
if you
glizzy.
barbecue,
I
you
want
know,
a
it's just-
glizzy.
you never
I,
did that.
I had room temperature, but not
Like if you
cold.
barbecue and then you had hot dogs in the fridge, and then you just grab one.
And
and-
you had
Oh,
never
hell
grabbed
no,
one.
no.
I
and
definitely
just-
did that.
I don't eat
Oh,
cold
man.
pizza, so.
Oh, you fool.
thank
You
Oh
fool.
wait,
You fool.
not
Cold
with
pizza is
not with
disgusting. Cold pizza
generic
slap.
hot dogs. With beef hot dogs is a total different experience.
Nah, beef hot dog, like turkey bacon. Like it's like not really.
Turkey
I
bacon.
don't know.
Turkey bacon.
Beef
There is a
Beef
hot
dogs.
dog.
Come on, now. What?
Hot
What?
dog, that's
Beef
one
hot
thing.
dogs is definitely like the turkey bacon.
I
Hot
mess
dog.
with beef hot dog.
Man,
I don't think
turkey
I've
boy,
had
too.
well, I've had plenty of dumb arguments, but I think my problem is
This is it.
I
This is
stopped.
one of 'em.
I stopped caring about the argument very fast. But both of my brothers are very argumentative, so like I'll just try to concede the argument, and they'll just keep going, and I have no choice to be trapped in a dumb
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah.
And then you
Like,
gotta fight back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
all right,
like,
hold on, man.
me and my brother talking about Draft Z, and you know, because I'm a nerd for real, and we be talking. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, Vegeta would lose to Gohan." I said, "Not in this run, he wouldn't. Maybe if Gohan stopped." Didn't stop training and do that stupid say, maybe he would. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
you're
man,
right. You're
Gohan would beat him. If you seen this newest one, I said, I did see the newest one, and he powered up by
Vegeta's still
mistake.
whooping that ass.
Yeah, it's like Vegeta up there training with gods now. He just down here got angry one time, and he has a potential if he keep training. He was like, "No, man, no." I'm like, "All right, I'm done." He's like, "No, you not done. we got to finish this." I'm like,
So, brother,
"All
you gotta argue with your brother.
right." Man,
That's out of respect
I'll
to
be
your
done.
Like I thought of a dumber argument because it really made no sense. I was having this argument. What was better to make hot cocoa with or water? And I was on the side of milk. Water
Yeah.
makes no goddamn sense.
Milk is better.
I've used water, but
Milk
milk
is
is
better.
for sure better.
Right.
I
I've
never
had
even
to
knew
use
that was
water
an
before
option.
too, but
Milk for
milk is
what?
better.
Hot
thought
cocoa.
I've
What?
used water.
Hot cocoa,
but
water
milk
and
is way
milk.
better.
Oh, hot cocoa.
What you
It's
mean?
just the instant
Ew.
packet. I thought
I
it's
don't like
water
hot
and then that
beverages.
packet.
I don't like hot beverages.
No, you make it with milk like you make oatmeal with milk.
In the cold.
You like oatmeal with
Yes, you do.
Can
I use
Okay.
milk.
I'm about to say you missing out.
I didn't even know it was an option. To
I'm
be
telling
honest.
you, missing out because if you
It
use
says
the
it on
milk,
the damn packet.
it makes it
I don't be
so
reading the
much
packets.
creamier.
Add
makes
water,
it so
a little
much
bit of
creamier.
water.
Exactly, a little, yeah, a little bit to it.
Add more if you need it.
Exactly.
You do the same
So with
ratios but with milk. I'm telling you, it's
What about almond milk? though?
life
I
changing.
use
You
almond
can,
milk.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
still-
use almond milk because
Yeah,
I do
vanilla
too.
almond milk. That's
Yep.
that's
That
my-
vanilla almond milk.
I did not.
Ain't talking about all types of food and almonds.
My
Look,
bad, I'm sorry.
shit goes left. You know that.
I
trying
brought
to
up a
get
dumb
right.
argument between me and a friend over making hot chocolate with fucking milk.
That's
and
how
water.
it spiraled.
And that's how it got
It's
into
not
it.
dumbest argument. I can't think of one, bro. Like I'm
I
thinking
can't.
like basketball like stuff, but like Oh,
No, most of my food.
I got in an argument over Regina's fragrance.
Virginia.
For
Erica Badu.
No, because we was talking about like pussy, yeah, pussy.
Okay.
Erica
I was
Badu
being
incense.
respectful.
You talking about the Erica Badu
It's
incense?
fine. You're fine.
Erica Badu pussy.
Don't she got the incense?
She does, and I haven't tried it or smelled it or tasted it yet. But I'm gonna eat that.
Are there options to do all those things?
I'm eating that.
New celery sticks.
I got some new weed out, bro. I love Erica Badu. She fire, bro.
Listen,
She is.
listen.
I need me an Erica
I
Badu.
second that.
She's a witch.
I don't
And
care.
it's perfectly okay. Would y'all subscribe to
Oh,
the Erica like Badu level up plan?
No.
yes.
What's that?
Wait, what? Yeah.
What
Okay.
comes with it?
Think about
Elaborate,
Think about
Ron.
it. Think about it. Okay.
I know what he's talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
He's talking about.
Okay. Hold on, rappers.
That,
That's-
that she
We
slept
got
with.
That-
who we got Andre
Okay.
3000.
Okay. No.
Jay Electronica.
No. Andre Benjamin.
My bad. You
He
right.
was Andre Benjamin.
Andre.
Was in first.
Who
And
else?
this
Common?
Common Benjamin.
And Jay Electronica.
Jay Electronica.
Is this just
number,
women- is
number
this-
one, we ain't never heard of Jay Electronica.
All of them fire bars.
Until Jay.
All of them got bars. I'm subscribing to that.
Is this just men she ran through?
And they
No,
she
they got
ran
kids.
through.
Well, she
She
got
ran
kids
through
with
them.
Basically,
There's a different story.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
basically,
saying.
right.
When I
With,
say Erica
3000.
Badu, she ran
They
through
all
them.
wear the conch. You know what I'm saying? The
you
conch
mean,
jewelry, like
you talking about the ankh?
the ankh.
I rock with the
Yeah,
aunt,
they all.
personally.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like you're never the same.
She can
That
do what
was
she
it.
wants with me.
You're never the same.
Erica, if you're listening, have me and do what you wish.
Do what thou will.
So she gonna see the hand like, you know what?
I'm at your beck and call.
That hand look like Common's hand right there.
So it's basically
That
a
does
reverse
kind of like
Kardashian.
Common's hand.
No, not reverse Kardashian, because she builds up her men.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a
But they a
reverse.
little eclectic
Oh,
afterwards.
yeah, got
That's why I
it.
said it's a
It's
reverse.
reversed because
Yeah, you
they be
go.
trash
Erica's
when they leave
the reverse
Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
She would love that probably.
Reverse back to you. Hell no.
She got incense. It's called Badu pussy.
Would y'all want that? Like, would
Which?
you? No. Think about it. It sounds good. But do you really
It
want
smell
a
good.
incense to smell like her pussy?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think it's a
What day of the
resounding yes, huh?
What day of the month?
It don't
All of the
matter.
days.
It don't matter.
Yes, the fuck it does.
It
He
don't.
said, yes,
Sunday,
it does.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Listen,
First
We're
of
gonna
the
put a
month.
towel down and we're gonna eat that
no, but
incense.
listen.
She gonna put a towel down.
Towel down and eat that.
It's
Towel down and
I
eat
did
that.
that. Ah, Jesus.
wow.
I love Erica Badu personally.
Yeah,
She lifted her little shawl up recently in
She got
Africa.
that fatty.
It was still there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she got that fatty.
Great
Absolutely.
formation.
Yeah.
I think she pegs people.
You think so?
Based on what?
You think so?
I do.
They
Nah,
pigging out here.
gang. Man, she ain't doing that.
She ain't
Nah.
She too spiritual.
Yeah, for real.
And then she gets into your.
I don't know. She kind of
To your
looks like
chakra, to your
to
soul,
your
to your
chakra,
root,
to your
your
soul
root
chakra, to your
chakra.
root chakra and shit.
she probably looks like she would put niggas on a leash though.
I wear a leash, but she ain't pegging me.
Crawl to me.
I'll wear a leash, but I ain't gonna be.
I won't wear a
Crawl
leash.
to me, Brandon.
I always use the government in here, Erica.
Right.
Kid.
What if there was a kid? Luna.
Yeah.
What if you thought you could get? Listen, no, for real. What if you thought you could get on Netflix?
It is
But
one.
Lunel, who is she? Would you sleep with her?
You've been in the game longer than me, but I know a couple.
TG.
I don't say
TG.
names, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, you right, man. I gotta learn.
I'm
I'm still.
saying-
Is that the initial TG? Okay. Well, anyway, we talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
fuck
Okay.
up.
Would you?
No,
Would
I'm
you
sorry.
sleep with it? You wouldn't sleep with an old lady?
If like
Kegels and no baby.
if I was sexually attracted to her and she did her Kegels, yes. You know what I'm
You wouldn't know
saying?
she did the Kegels
I
until you
could
slept
do
with
it.
her.
I can tell by her voice. I feel like
Hell no. Is it higher pitch or what? What?
it's just
confidence.
like it's a vibe. You gotta talk to
It's
somebody for like 5
confidence.
minutes. You can't just
Yeah.
smash off 1 minute.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody 5 minutes. Oh, she do,
Not
like,
1
Erykah
minute,
Badu,
but
Kegels
five.
is
Yeah,
on.
she
Okay.
definitely do her Kegels.
What
She
if-
probably do it while
what-
she talking to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You doing your Kegels, aren't you?
Listen, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, but this is a fact. Every time a person says Kegel,
Girls do Kegels.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, hey, that's a great.
fact.
I ain't want to ask because I expect your
Listen,
former
I don't
boyfriend.
give a damn. Listen, we family at this point.
I will neither confirm or
I ain't want
deny.
to disrespect Farmer Jack, but I feel like
fine.
she might have did some Kegels in between.
It happened.
You
saying
might
she
be
does.
right.
It happened.
You might be right.
saying.
No, but if it was just like the boomerang situation,
Yeah.
it's like
Marcus.
Brandon.
Yeah, she got me.
Yeah.
I'm smashing.
You on the hook.
Somebody said brrr, they do Kegels.
They roll.
They working their ass. They are.
They
Yeah,
roll
they
their
working.
ass.
So
Yeah,
did
she
y'all?
speaks Spanish.
You know what?
Ramas.
Oh.
You can't be Hispanic and not.
You know I know the
Kegels.
Kegels.
You Spanish.
Ooh.
Patti LaBelle. She sing like she got tight coochie.
Oh my God.
Now I feel like her coochie loose.
Patti LaBelle, shut up.
Facts. She take her shoes off. She ain't comfortable. She ain't trying to do Kegels.
Yeah, she ain't. Yeah, you right.
Right, she,
You right.
she take her shoes off.
She-
She like
she-
she trying to just let it off.
She do sound real comfortable.
She get home. She take her off and she just.
First of all, I can tell by how them patty pies tasted that it was
No Kegels involved.
no Kegels involved.
I think Mariah Carey probably does Kegels.
The high notes, you think?
Yeah, I think if she's doing cowgirl on top of you, and then she goes
got
around for the
position
reverse
and everything.
cowgirl, she'll probably snap your dick in half.
What the fuck?
You done
I
thought this
got the
I see what you mean.
I got the
complete.
complete opposite.
I feel like she's boring.
a lazy laugh.
I feel like she would be a boring one.
I feel
Too
like
deep.
a little
Just
princess.
because how she
She's like,
is, I
"Bring
feel
me
like
my
she-
grapes,
like
please."
she's like,
You
I
gotta,
want
like-
you to.
Hey, you know-
I'm not doing no work.
No, every
I'm
time,
like,
you get a sense of her craziness every time she does those "All I Want for Christmas" intro videos every year.
when she gets
Wait,
drunk,
would
you
you
mean?
think she's
would you
like-
would you be disappointed if her moan was in a deep voice, like a low,
Mariah
like a
Carey?
low, if she had a low pitched moan?
It
She has a
probably
natural-
is though.
She has a natural-
I feel like I want them. I know what you're capable of.
Right, like, you know why I'm here.
I feel
exactly.
I feel like she's a hidden freak.
Nah,
I don't
she's
know.
crazy.
First of all, she turned the
Like-
cannon out, so she got to be a freak.
Yeah, turn Nick Cannon.
I mean, come on, man.
They got two
She
kids.
got the
If
first
she
two.
turned Nick Cannon out, he would still be there.
She got the first two
She
though.
moan
He's
like
trying to
Glorilla.
get-
She sound like Glorilla when
He's
she
trying to
moan.
get the tank on him. Motherfucking all these bitches having new babies because she almost fucked him up.
I like that.
Okay,
I like
he
that.
almost think, but he almost lost
like
everything.
Defending him because you the Detroit Nick Cannon. How many kids you got? He got like 35
Southfield.
kids. Yeah,
Southfield.
I ain't know that.
50 11.
He got 12 kids from 13 baby mamas.
I ain't know that wrong.
50
You out
11
here
kids.
bad.
I got 8 kids from 12.
9 baby mamas.
He said 12.
Well,
You got 8 kids for real, bro?
They
Yeah.
did the Dragon Ball
Hey,
Z.
Yeah, but
That ain't a bad number. Time out. Rom really got 8 kids?
Yeah, he got,
Yeah, no, that's real.
Respect.
he really got 12 baby mamas too.
No, it's
What's the Dragon Ball Z?
I ain't gonna ask how many baby mamas.
The
That-
fusion
I
baby.
ask
Yeah,
my
they
parents.
fusion baby.
Five.
He had a
Five.
fusion
Hey,
baby
man.
with 2 of them.
He said a fusion, baby.
Damn, Rom, you be out here, bro.
No, it wasn't like that. It was just, no, I'm about to tell y'all why. I'm about to tell y'all why people don't understand it because they always got it wrong.
Okay.
Okay. People always think that I'm out here tricking and tramping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you are a nurse.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now I know.
Yeah.
So you said Ron got a little bit of paper on him, too.
I
They
was
was like,
tricking that-
"Dang,
you tricking
Rob,
that-
you looking nice in them
My sister
scrubs."
in there-
I'm a
Get
good
to the bag.
listener. I'm a good listener.
Okay.
I'm a good listener, and if you see it coming to me, I did. Like that's what I'm saying.
Got it.
If you asked for it, how did I know you?
Quick, what's your fourth oldest middle name and birthday?
Oh man, what the fuck out here?
Great question. Answer that,
I
please.
want to say Lewis.
Fourth oldest.
that's a lot.
Your fourth oldest middle name and
Five.
birthday.
The fourth oldest.
No, I got one. Which one?
It's a girl.
Sorry,
or
go ahead.
His middle
Let
name
him
is
think.
Lee.
Let him
His middle name is Lee. November 18th.
I ain't gonna do you like that no more. I ain't
Good
gonna-
dad. Good dad.
I got one.
You
Rob.
really could have said anything. We don't know none of your kids.
Right.
Like, shit, they-
Just put something out there.
Yeah. Oswald, January
John
7th.
Jangle
just
Jingle
passed.
Harris Smith.
I got one.
birthday, my
Which one-
birthday.
Which one's gonna have the best interaction with the police?
Damn. Why is kids?
What you mean the best?
Very specific
I
question.
feel like the best interaction is no interaction.
True.
Yeah, true.
There you go.
So I would have to say
Which one will get away without getting a ticket?
Which one would do
Got
the
pulled over.
the least amount of prison time?
7 out of 8 of them. 7 out of 8 of them.
7 out of 8.
7 out of 8.
Y'all really setting the bar low for this man's children.
got
No,
one
we're
wild
just-
card.
Which one gonna
Who's
sell
going
the
to get
most
the
crack?
least amount of
No.
prison time?
Which one the most crack?
Which one will successfully go through rehab?
No,
Like,
this was just
Who
a
could drink the
round,
most promethazine?
this was
in
just a
one sitting?
roundabout way of saying Ron likes the snow bunnies.
Now, you know what? This is it's fun fact. They like me. I just don't not like them.
Got
You know
it.
what? If
That
I could
makes
just
sense.
interject
That makes a
right
lot
here.
of sense.
I've never been with a white woman, and I don't understand. Like I had one, but it never got there. So like you said, they just like you.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Are you saying that because you want to expound on your Snow Bunny usage?
You
Or?
trying to
Are
enhance
you
your
trying to make
portfolio?
it beige, baby?
No.
'Cause
Are you
listen,
trying to make it beige,
I'm about
My
to
baby's
tell
gonna be
you.
beige if
They
I
gonna
have.
be-
I'm about to
Yeah.
say, you don't need no
darkest
white
one.
woman to have a beige, baby.
All my kids light skin, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying,
okay.
and my girl brown skin. But like,
Okay.
here's the thing, like, I don't know, I just never been there. You know
I
what
know
I'm saying?
it just
I've been
kind of
there
happened.
once.
This is
Not a
what
fan.
happened. This is
Not a
what
fan.
happened.
I wasn't a fan of
You
my
just,
situation.
it's like you be talking one day, and then the next day they be like, we have to talk, and then they be pregnant, and then I be like,
I feel like there's more steps in there
too.
that was not included.
no,
Because I dibbled and dabbled
Hey,
in
how
white
you doing?
women, but I never ended up with a white.
Hey, how you
There you
doing?
go.
But
You got in, got out clean.
got in, got out.
He
Here trying to retrace
retraced
the
steps.
steps.
Hey,
I
hey,
didn't trace
Then,
that.
baby, okay. That
Well,
no,
look,
that's
8
it.
of them things,
That's
though.
it.
That's why.
That's it.
Hey, well, shit. It's almost time to get out of here.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
you got 20
I
minutes.
got 2 minutes. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say it's only 3:40.
I was. All right.
We got time for some more nonsense.
15 to 20.
Not for nonsense. All right.
More nonsense.
And you got anything else from the interwebules?
For the
bro?
interwebules, I do.
The
Actually,
interwebules.
I do.
I got a question, Ron. What you been up to, man? I've been.
Yeah, what you been up to?
Been gone for some years.
Man, dude.
And-
My dogs.
Stop dating white women. Nothing wrong with you guys.
I might come back.
No, I am done.
I took all I could. I took all I needed
He
from
said,
you.
I'm tired.
You're no longer of use to me.
I am so done.
He say that now, but you gonna see him on the cover of a magazine like LeBron going back to Cleveland, like I'm home.
He's got to add a couple more to the Legion.
I'm home. That man gonna have a bunch of Kohl's cash in his hand, like I'm home. And extra care books. I'm home.
They said Cole's cash. That's crazy because they do like Cole's cash.
They love Kohl's cash. That is real currency.
Oh my God.
The way we be buying money off of bridge cards, that's the way they be buying Kohl's cash.
Facts. Nah, man, but I just been doing the show. Got the squad. I got DJ Trimby. You know what I'm saying? Angela She. You know what I'm saying?
Angela She.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just comedy, man. You can catch me the 19th. Is that the 19th? No, February 10th at the Detroit House of Comedy.
Oh, yeah, man.
okay.
On the Dirty
bro.
Show. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm gonna have-
That looked like it's pretty lit.
Yeah, that's a lineup for
It's
you
gonna
right
be
there.
That's gonna be a funny ass show.
Hey, for real.
Shit, I know Nick Kelly's on it, Josh Adams, myself. Shit, I forgot the flyer.
That's called
But,
X-rated
I forgot
comedy,
the
right?
flyer.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at the Toledo Funny Bone. Shit, Thursday. Is that Thursday?
Okay.
Coming up. I just been out here grinding, I'm trying to be like you, big dog.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I feel like an old man in a black exploitation film. Like you better be better than me. You don't want to be like me. You could be anything you want.
Better than you. I'm gonna ask y'all this last question.
I think it's a smooth.
know what I'm
Speaking of
saying?
better than you.
Better than you.
He said, "Can you
As a
teach me how to
comedian-
Dougie?"
as a comedian, you know what I'm saying? I've seen both your works. And even though you only been doing it a year and a half, you know, with the COVID
Yeah,
year.
you were surprised by that too.
I swear I was because
Yeah,
because when I
wax.
seen you on stage, you got the presence of a long time headliner. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, hey, you want to headline my room? I had a room for a nice little minute. That was an experience. Everyone should host a room.
Yeah.
I
gotta
completely
say,
agree.
Everyone should host a room. It's a totally fucking different
I
experience.
got my first one. I just got it.
Man, that's what's
Shout out
up.
to that.
Shit, but you finally got
Amazing.
your white girl, huh?
Finally.
Oh my God.
I got me, yeah, man. I got me one.
So y'all are better today than you was yesterday, and when you first started. What would the better you tell the not so good you today?
That's a good question.
Who going first?
You tell me, man. You the
You the betterest one. You the
senior
most better.
comedian.
Betterest
I'm gonna
one.
go last. First.
Veteran.
You headlining this question?
I'm the veteran.
I can answer this as a feature.
10-year
I'm featuring
bet.
right now, or are you
It don't matter, y'all both. It's just
Who's
headliner,
headlining the
man.
spot? Nah, man, you headlining the because
I'm just a guest spot. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I'm really the headliner.
Oh, shit, okay.
She's not lying.
What would I tell
Little Kegel. Son of-
LK.
I like Baby Kegel better. Man. Baby Kegel.
Hey, from Brooklyn, from BK,
Shego.
BK from BK. Forever. That's a forever
Will
name.
not.
That's a forever name.
Flatbush, East New
Baby
York.
Kegel
Not.
from
Oh man. I you know what? I would not change anything. I probably just say listen to everybody who told you something already, and just just don't stop. I don't think the only thing that I would say, honestly, now I think about it, is be more consistent. Because other than that, I don't think I would have gotten where I'm at any faster if I changed anything except for being more consistent. I think it's just the breaks that I took for no apparent reason, out of laziness, tired, thinking I was further than I was. Other than that, just keep going.
Yeah.
I like that.
Uncle Smooth. Nah, I'm sorry, Brandon.
No, first of all, it's Uncle Smooth.
Okay, Uncle Smooth.
Birdman, and put some respect.
Hey, I like that though, because I'll be on some consistency is key, and I'll be having to go do it just to be like, so I don't take no breaks, because I know I'll take a break. I do a lot of shit, so I got to make sure I don't. So, what would I say to myself though? It's kind of opposite. I would say fuck what everybody else is telling you, because for me in my situation, I did a show here. And I was around OGs and gave me hella advice, bro. And some of it was unwarranted. I feel like my set was better than yours. I don't want to be taking advice. But then I had people that's had better sets than me tell me to scrap shit that's working. And it's just you getting all these different advices. So just listen to one person instead of 20 people. Because if you got one person you listen to, I feel like if shit's fucking up, you can go back and yo, it's you, bro. You're you know what I'm saying? I was listening to everybody, and I still do, but I like Mike Larry is my OG. You know what I'm saying? And it's that's who I kind of that's my oracle in the sense of that's my GPS. As somebody who's did it before, if I have a bad show, yo, what I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Or what about these jokes? What about my transition? So I'm worried about the craft of the shit as opposed to just blowing up and being fired. I want to I'm big on craft, so it's I'm technical with it.
So to clarify, when I say listen to the people who told you things, I'm not saying everybody, because people told me
you know how it is.
Of course. People would try to tag it with this. I'm that's not even my style of comedy. I mean, the people who said something that actually benefited me. Yeah.
Right.
They knew what they was doing.
I
you know
love
what I'm
them
saying?
people.
Because even those people still, they'll tell me things that they don't see where I'm trying to go with something, whether it be a joke, a show I'm trying to put together, whatever, or just my comedy path, period. Because everybody don't got the same goals as somebody. Everybody ain't trying to get in that special.
That's facts.
Some people are cool just being, not even a special, just being just staying here in Detroit.
It's a million ways up the mountain, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I did a comedy festival last year. I did the World Series of Comedy Festival, and then the last week was in Vegas, and they had a bunch of different seminars and whatnot. And that opened my eyes to so many different opportunities, because they had one day where it's just you meet a bunch of club bookers and whatnot, or people who just book shows. And Carnival Cruise Line was there. And they was in order to get booked on Carnival Cruise Line, one, you have to have an hour and a half of comedy. But it has to be 3 different 30-minute sets. And 2 of those sets have to be clean. Squeaky clean. They say, if you want to know what clean is, think Shrek. You can't
talk no sex.
No sex.
Nothing.
Nothing that would even make a child's mind or anybody's mind go to a different place.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm all right, there's comedy clubs, there's cruise lines, there's this dude was there who just books people to speak at colleges. He was I usually get comedians because they have the best story. Who just wakes up and says, I'm going to be a comedian? You have to work hard, and there's that's an inspirational. So it's you can go into public speaking. There's so many different places you can go besides just, I want to do a Netflix special, or I want to be out here touring. And you got to craft sex what it is they're trying to do. You know what I mean? I was talking yesterday to Melanie. She was saying, when you sounded like somebody who I would hear at a comedy club. It was just the jokes were so put together. But I was like, when you was on stage, you sound like somebody I would hear on Def Comedy Jam, because you was just you told your jokes.
Bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You told your jokes, but they wasn't necessarily as polished. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling her, I was like, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but I don't think I've ever heard you set up the joke the same way. And she said it is on purpose a lot of times, because you never know where you're gonna come from. But mine is just all right, I'll start off my set a certain way, but then once I get into my set, once I get in there, it's just this, it's all the setups, because I got callbacks and all these other things, so everything has to be more structured. So that's what I meant by
advice.
Advice.
And you said this is the opposite of advice. He's like, no. Hey, let me fix that one time.
No, but for real though, I take all the bullshit advice to get them gems from people, because they'll give you a gem. Like I don't have people tell me stop using my like best jokes.
Dude,
And I'm like, why?
You know,
everybody was telling me when I like after a year or two of me doing comedy, while me doing the shows, they was like, Jason, stop singing on stage. We were like, you've heard it, but they ain't heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've only been here, you know. And then Coco told me, she was like, hey, keep doing it because everybody ain't doing it. Everybody can't do it. So that's what's gonna set you apart from other people.
I mean, I guess just being open and then be able to discern if this is some bullshit or if this is good
And being
advice.
able-
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Discernment,
don't
bro.
necessarily, if you never had advice from, don't necessarily come in with like, he's gonna be some bullshit. Like, listen to it first, and then, all right, nah, this some bullshit.
And it's a lot
He tried me
easier-
2 times. All right, nah, you just
It's a lot easier to filter that out when you know what you want to do with your comedy.
yeah.
When you know where you want to go with it and what you want to do with it, it's a lot easier to be like, you know, they may say something, it's perfectly fine for, you know, if it would be a regular set, but it's like, this ain't where I'm trying to be with my comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know,
I done had people break down my set. I did 5 minutes. What can you get from me from 5 minutes?
there's a lot you can get for 5 minutes.
I agree, but it's like, cause you heard my set, so you know how I kind of get into it. But it's like I got so much more to talk about. If I got 15,
Right.
they're in 5, so it's like I just take it like, yo, take all the advice, sift through it, use a sifter, and the good shit going. You know, cream gonna rise to the top, bro. That's all
Yeah.
I take.
Word to
what?
Macho Man.
I really hate the fact. I really hate the fact that this is normally
to
my
Wu-Tang
favorite
Clan.
part of the show, but damn, this conversation got good real quick. You
Damn.
know what I'm saying? This shit got real good real quick. Listen, I gotta get y'all back. I gotta get. Matter of fact, I gotta get y'all back at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all both my dogs. But where can we see y'all next? Real
For
quick.
me, I got a new room on 6 Mile in Southfield.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah, it's January 21st. We're calling it Smooth It Out Saturday.
Smooth it out.
It's a bi-weekly room. We got a low budget right now, so I haven't reached out.
Listen, man,
But as it builds up, you know what I mean?
Reach
I
out,
am
man.
booking headliners, but it's my first week, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to just rock it out. Headliner, open mic.
And you say when I start?
It's our January 21st.
Okay.
8 o'clock, 6 Mile, 2928 Studios. Follow me at I Am Uncle Smooth on IG for all the details.
Bet. Okay, well, look, both of y'all message y'all Instagram stuff so I can put it on with the Spotify and everything so people can find y'all when they listen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got millions of listeners. Y'all didn't know that.
billions
And that's just
There's
in-
3
Hello,
people
everybody.
on the earth that don't listen.
exactly. So, Jason, where can we catch you next?
Next, I am at, what's this week?
This week?
I'm at the House of
15th
Comedy
is
at the end of January. I am,
I got to talk to you about that, too.
yeah, I'm at the House of Comedy. I go somewhere out in White Land. Also, in January, I'm doing the Traverse City Comedy Festival, February 2nd through the 4th. I am at Prime 7, I think is the name of the place. I only really say the places that are paying me a lot of money. I'm at Prime
I am
7,
taking your own
February 10th. 2 most important that I was working on the sound. We gotta get the sound right, but it's edited. It looks good. And I'm gonna put it out for free on YouTube, as a matter of fact. So you know, get ready
Wait
for that.
on it.
But also, July 6th, 7th, and 8th, I am here at Mark Ridley's Castle on Royal Oak. So the entire weekend.
That is dope. That's dope as hell. That is dope. Can I park your car when you go there?
Oh my
I'm
God.
just saying. Okay, well, listen, man. Now it's time to say goodbye.
And now it's time for a positive moment.
Man, I know, right? That sounds so familiar. Hey, so listen, man. Look, man, this is the positive moment of the day. This is the time of the show where I like to wrap it up, and I like to bring a positive spin to it. Look, man, I know you was paying attention to the show. You heard me ask the comedians here, hey, have you ever got the boo? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been booed or got the straight face? Never. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I know what has happened. I know what has happened to everybody. It happens to comedians. Some days you just ain't hitting. Some days the shit just not working. Some days you wish you ain't get out of bed. But what you got to do is you got to keep going, man. You got to keep pushing, man. Because listen, some days you just ain't gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? Some days, like I'm just saying, after you get to be about, I don't know, 45 years old in May, and you think you about to have sex, maybe you gotta give your penis a pep talk and say, listen, we gonna do this before. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, deal with what you got, because it's all God's plan. But listen, if you show up to the porn set and you don't have big dick on thing, you know what I'm saying, and people don't like you for that, and you gotta be a dick, at least you can be girthy. Yeah.
Positive spin on
Going on, man.